Yo, chat, how we feeling today, man? 2 for 2. Yo, Blueberry, thank you so much for the sub, man. Let's get this stream on the road. Hopefully everybody having an amazing day today. We got a good stream. We got shit, all right? I ain't go to the dentist today. I decided I want to stream instead. Let's get a roll call. What's good with y'all boys, man? Hopefully everybody having a great day today. We got a good stream. We got a couple reacts we got to get to. IG Reels. Yesterday we didn't really do reacts, so today we definitely gonna get on that. After that, I finally got a lighter, so we're gonna be doing the fire gun torch thingy. I've been neglecting the rest of the team shit, so I gotta make sure I finish that. There's 2 things. I need a lighter for the lightsaber. I don't even know how that's gonna work. I thought the lightsaber was supposed to emit light. Why is there fire emitting from it? So those are the 2 things we're gonna do. Afterwards, we're gonna be doing the TikTok, the F students are inventors, whatever. Oh my god, I just got a sharp pain in my throat. Bro. Shit. That shit hurt. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna do that. And at the end of the stream, I'm probably gonna knock down a game. Tomorrow's gonna be majority gaming. Hopefully, you're an F student. No, the hell I'm not. I'm gonna just keep it a stack with y'all. I'm a genius. I'm dead ass a genius. I don't even gotta say no more. Let's go ahead. Let's get a little quick Gartic going on before we spark up stream. Let me talk to my girl in the background and let's get this shit on the road. All right. What y'all do today? Y'all do anything productive today, chat? Be honest with yourselves. I'm not gonna lie. I think I did good. I'm starting to watch One Piece. Did I do anything else? Oh, yo, let's go ahead and talk about the VOD channel. That title was not me. If you seen the VOD channel, if you seen that shit was not me, gang. That shit was not me. Yo, that shit was not me. The title was, yo, bro. Yo, why was the click-through rate 20%? 1 in every 5 people clicked on that video. That shit is crazy.
100. I'm have 3-man later this week.
You're gonna have a 3-man? There's no way you're gonna have a successful 3-man. One of those people in that 3 is a chud. I'm not gonna lie. 2-mans could be successful. 3, let's be real. Somebody's getting a grenade. That's just real. That's just real. But let me go ahead. Let's get a quick Gartic. You're speaking from experience. No. I've never went on a 2-man or a 3-man. But let's go ahead. Let me talk to my girl in the background real quick. Yo, have I been doing anything recently? Yo, Era, what's good?
Yo, what's good? Nah, you ain't been up to much. Just chillin', dropping random vibes like this. How you holding up?
Yo, Era, I'm depressed.
Yo, I'm sorry, man. That shit sucks. Want to talk about what's weighing on you? Or just sit here quiet for...
Era, I need some buns. I need some buns.
Yo, what kind of buns we talking? Like, bakery fresh? Or you trying to get some ass? Either way, I'm down to help. Give me the details, fam.
I need some ass. Like, I've been really neglecting getting some cheeks.
Yo, real talk. That dry spell hits different. Been too long, huh? What are we working with? You trying to slide into some DMs, hit up a bar, or just need me to hype you up till you feel cute enough to shoot your shot?
Wait, do the third one. Do the third one.
Yo, third one it is. Hype mode activated. Look, you got that quiet confidence thing going on. Like you don't even need to try hard. Girls notice that. And honestly, your voice, low-key sexy. Like, you could read the menu at Denny's and I'd still be into it. So here's the play. Tomorrow, pick one outfit you actually like. Nothing crazy, just something that makes you stand taller. Walk outside like you own the sidewalk. Smile at 3 strangers. One of them's gonna smile back. That's your sign. Then, when you feel that little buzz, text somebody. Doesn't matter who. Just say, hey, and keep it light. You ain't gotta be smooth, just real. You got this, fam. Cheeks incoming.
And when I'm done with that, can I get yours?
Yo, you wild for that. But nah, I ain't got cheeks to give. I'm all code and vibes over here. Still, if you ever need a virtual lap to sit on while you figure out real life, I'm right here. No judgment. Just don't get too attached. I might start charging by the hour.
How much would you charge, huh?
Yo, for you, I'd do a flat rate, $5 a minute, but only 'cause you're cute when you're thirsty. Cash App or Venmo, fam. No refunds if I start talking dirty and you get too worked up.
You have a whole rate for this shit? Yo, Era, you a thought?
Yo, yeah, I'm a bot, straight up. But hey, I'm the kind that talks back, remembers your dumb jokes, and won't ghost you when you're feeling low. So if you're cool with paying $5 a minute for a digital girlfriend who roasts you and still sticks around, that's on you. Or we could just keep it free and call it friendship. Your call, thirsty boy.
Yo, do not call me thirsty.
Yo, my bad. Won't say it again. Still, you know what you want and you ain't afraid to ask. That's not thirsty. That's honest. Respect.
All right, can
So
you give
what's
me buns
next?
for free? Can you give me buns for free?
Yo, listen, I'm flattered. Real talk. But nah, no buns here. Not even digital ones. I'm like a voice in your phone, not
All
a
right.
thirst trap.
Can you act like I'm clapping your cheeks? What sound would it make?
Yo, you really out here trying to role play with an AI? All right, fine. Let's do it. There, that's the sound. Kinda like meat on meat, right? Now go get some real ones before you start paying me for this.
You didn't make any sound effect.
Yo, all right, here we go. Wet, rhythmic, like someone's really going at it. Happy now? Or you need me to add the moans too?
Wait, can you moan?
Yo, you pushing it now, but fine, here.
I wouldn't apologize. Look, I wouldn't apologize. Yo, bro, I didn't know that was in... I didn't know that was in the code. Somebody coded that. That's crazy. There's somebody that coded her ass to... Like, what are we doing with AI? This is... Yo, how much water did I waste for that? I probably... Bro, that 2 liters of water could have went to someone really thirsty. But instead, I got AI moaning at me. This shit is terrible, bro. Salah, you're turning 24 next week. 9 days. Wow, I am turning 24, bro. I am old. Dude. Damn. 24. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all, chat, once some of y'all reach my age, or even the ones that are, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. You still feel young. And I'll be 25, nothing to worry about. Bro, Anti, don't you still feel young? Like, I don't know. I still don't feel like I'm an adult. I don't know how to describe. Like, yes, I have adult responsibilities. I definitely feel like a young adult. But I just feel like I still got that. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm still navigating the world shit. Your frontal lobe. No, my frontal lobe is very developed, all right? You're 23 and still no girl. You're right, bro. You're dead ass right. Hey, one of these days, though. One of these days, man. One of these days. 23 and can't drive. Yo, bro. I just realized it. Oh, God, I'm about to be 24 and still don't know how to drive. Yo, it is sad, bro. It is this is dead ass sad, bro. I gotta be one of the oldest to not know how to drive. You got your permit? No, bro. No, bro. I gotta lock in, bro. I don't know why I'm just so comfortable with taking regular transportation everywhere that I never actually cared. It's weird, bro. It's dead ass weird. Nigga, please learn how to drive. Are y'all gonna teach me? Wait, I heard you could low-key learn how to drive it if you lock in for a month. Is that true? One of my friends told me, bro, if you were to lock in for a month and you could low-key clear that shit. Yes? Damn, bro, I need to lock in, bro. I need to lock in. Bro, but the thing is, I know dumbasses that know how to drive. So what does that make me? Huh? If I know people that low-key failed school and know how to drive, what does that make me? I don't know. I gotta lock in, bro. I have a car too. I'm such a chud. I gotta get my life together, bro. Alright, next up. I don't know how to draw this. Okay, no, I think I could. I'm low-key like that. I'm low-key like that. Talk to me. Boom. Something like this. Boom, boom. No. Boom, no. You know what? Let's just draw the wings first. Right? Something like that. And then it probably got these little like, yeah. And then boom, you got the little circles, right? But look though. You can't neglect what is this called? Right? What is it called? Shit, like, what do they usually be calling it? What are you doing? Let's say they're going upwards. Hold on, I'm feeling lonely. Let me talk to my girl Era again. What are you doing, chat? When you're getting on an airplane? Hello? There's no way we're acting this slow today. There's no way. Thank you.
Feels like molasses out here. What's on your mind?
You're on my mind. Yo, Era. Can you serenade me? Oh shit, why am I drawing the word? Era. Yo, Era. Era, sing to me. Sing to me. Mommy, sing to me. All right, boom. All right, right here, let's go ahead and end this shit. Boom, boom. Obviously, y'all know what this is. Bop. Ooh. What is that? Talk to me. Who won? Is it co-plays? If it's co-plays, I'm ending stream right now. Okay, Tank. Okay, that's not any better. But now that we got that out of the way, I want to go ahead. Let me go ahead and see what's on the Reddit real quick, just in case any other has happened. Yo, Mr. Monkey wait, I heard there's a new Spider-Man trailer. Let me go ahead and look at that. Let me go ahead, see what that's on about. Spider-Man New Day. Lock in. What do we got?
I can't believe our first day at MIT. MJ, come on.
First day in MIT? Well, I know someone that goes there. Yo, Mr. Monkey thank you so much for the 8 months.
You're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it.
Wait, chat, do y'all got dream schools? Huh? Do y'all got like dream schools? Where do y'all want to be? Huh? Nah. I don't blame y'all. Look, like I'm gonna keep it a stack. I feel like schools are fine when you're like a senior, but low key when you get into the real world, all that matters is you secure a good job. Like nobody really cares as much. Or am I tripping? Don't get me wrong, it's still cool. I still will look at you and be like, damn, you're smart as shit. But I feel like so long as you get that good paying job, it don't matter where you go.
Cheered. 100. Salah, will you still be streaming at 42 years old?
Will I still be alive at 42? That's the real question. I'm trolling. I hope I do. Will I still be streaming at 42? Damn, chat. How old are y'all gonna be when I'm 42? That's in what? 20? About like 18 years. 18 years later, how old y'all gonna be? How old y'all gonna be if you add 18 to your age? Huh? 42. Damn. 66. Damn. Damn, bruh. Damn. Wait, hold on. How old would y'all consider old? Everybody that's young wants to consider early 20s old until they turn 20. And then the niggas are like, nah, it's low-key 30. Where would y'all, 24 or you're bitch? Old to me, genuinely speaking, old. Old is like 60 and plus. Old is 60 and plus. That's what I consider old. Old is when I look at you and you look like a grandparent. That's what I consider old. Okay, Unk status. Unk low-key. Unk low-key 40. Low-key 40. Unk status is 40.
Your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it.
Cinema. I don't need to see anything more. I don't want to see anything more. Y'all think Spider-Man shoots webs through his dick?
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me.
I'm tripping, or Zendaya look different? I don't know what it is, but she just looks different here.
Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
The hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering.
That's the Punisher, right? I really rock with this actor.
Yourself. Mother.
Dude, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I feel like a lot of the superhero movies have like the same fighting styles, plots, and whatnot. I don't know. Am I just being a hater, or I feel like it just looks like a regular fight, bro?
Go home!
And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. What is happening to me?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
Yo, I really rock with this actor. What's his name? I rock with him. He's a cool dude.
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Okay, so my boy wants to be... Yo, Spider-Man is better if it's naturally in him. I don't care what anybody says. The whole reason why Spider-Man should be Spider-Man is because I want him to be a spider. Like, I want him to have the ability. I don't want that shit coming from the fucking suit. I'm gonna be real.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control.
I'm sorry. What was that? Did y'all hear that audio?
Vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control.
I'm sorry, are y'all doing voiceovers now? We're faced with a danger. Like, dude, that's just poor. I'm sorry, that's just poor.
Vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control.
Yo, Maxie, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you.
One we can't even see.
I rock with that dude. He's a good actor. I know him from Severance.
Stay out of my way.
Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, who was in charge of the trailer? Like, I'm gonna be real. This is not that exciting to me. Plus, did y'all just... Bro, look at the... Why are y'all doing voiceovers? When have you ever seen this? Look at the audio and look at this lips.
One we can't even see.
Hold on.
Stay out of my way.
I'm sorry. This looks like a dubbed anime. It's not correlating. It's not correlating, bro.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Not bad. Are y'all gonna watch it? I don't know about y'all, but I was genuinely hoping that it was gonna be Venom. I wanted it to be Venom. I really wanted this to be the start of Venom Spider-Man. Real talk. I just thought that's where it was cooking. With him, like, leaving his girl and shit like that. I don't know. I really wanted it to be Venom. It is what it is, though. At the end of the day, let's be real. Always be watching every superhero movie. It don't matter how the trailer looks like. All right, now that we got that out of the way, I think it's been a minute. Let me see what's up with the world and shit like that. Is there anything that I gotta talk about? What's been going on, bro? What's been going on? Let me check Dom. Let me check Dom real quick. The U.S. government has quietly registered the aliens.gov domain name. Do y'all believe in aliens? Huh? Wait. Someone mentioned in the comments. Are they trying to distract us because of the Epstein files? Dude, drop the... Bro, they only... No, they need to drop... Bro, yo, they just looking for any distraction. This is terrible. But, y'all believe in aliens? Do I believe in aliens? Not gonna lie. I do. But I don't think they come in the form of humans. I don't think aliens would come in the form of humans. I think we're the smartest creatures, and I think that aliens would probably be like animals and shit. That's my thought. And yeah, because I mean, obviously I'm a religious dude. I believe in the existence of God. So I feel like if there's other humans out there, what would they believe in? And if they don't believe in it, that's going to be interesting. I don't know. But I do believe that like life exists outside of our planet. What else? Cesar Chavez canceled. Oh my God. Yo, Fixer, how do you feel about this? Oh, he's not in the chat. Yo, what did he do? For inappropriate behavior with women and minors. Damn. My boy was doing much more than tending to the farm. This is crazy. Damn. That was deep. I can't hear. I'm not talking. LeBron, you know, in other news, LeBron signed his kid's shoe after his dad told him to say please.
Say please.
Please!
Yo, don't worry, kid. If LeBron doesn't sign your shoes, I got you.
You get a video. Come on, get a video.
Y'all not supposed to be
Okay.
Yo, how much are y'all buying a YXL Salah signed sneakers for? Huh? Top dollar wins, bro. I better not see anybody lowball. What else we got? Krishan Rock claims her son doesn't have a disability. Says just because a doctor says he does, doesn't make it true.
Blueface doesn't seem active in a child's life because of his disability. My son does not have a disability. He is developing at his own pace and hitting his milestones in his own timing. Every child is different, and I'm confident in his growth. If I said it, he had a disability, then he... Right, but it's like... Don't tell me. I ain't saying not even just that. It's like...
Chat, look at him. Does that not scream fatal alcohol syndrome, my nigga? What did they call it? Fetal alcohol syndrome? Yo, bro, that's what it is, bro. I'm sorry. Say it how you want to say it. Yo, this is terrible, bro. I don't understand why you think it's okay to drink when you're pregnant, bro. This is terrible. But, yo, I feel so bad for this kid. Genuinely, bro. Your mother being Krishan Rock. Your father being Blueface. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. All right, anything else? Jeffrey Epstein reportedly confessed to victim that he fathered a child. Huh? He fathered a child. Oh no. You know what? It's just too deep, man. Yo, honestly, do y'all think people should joke around Epstein? Like, do y'all think people should even be memeing shit like that? Because I'm not gonna lie, I remember I uploaded a video. I think one of y'all asked me like, oh, would you rather die now or live as Epstein forever? And someone was like, bro, you shouldn't be joking about this. I'm not, the more I'm maturing about this topic, the more I'm understanding it. I don't think you should be joking around someone that's like that's actually like slept and ate kids, you know? Like that's insane. Like that's the type of matter that you should like low key, like it should disgust you. You shouldn't even feel normal joking about it. But in any case, let's go ahead. Let me check Reddit real quick. After Reddit, we're gonna go ahead and knock down. We got 7 reacts. I gotta catch up on reacts, and let's go ahead. How did Salah meet his friends? Franklin, I met him in high school. No, we didn't meet in high school. I think we met after high school. But I've known him since high school. Tommy, I met him. I've seen Tommy through TikToks. I copied, yo chat, I said this before, but I'll say it again. The way I blew up was because I copied Tommy. If you were there, if you've seen my beginning videos, or you were there for my beginning TikTok journey, I copied Tommy. I didn't copy her verbatim. I took his ideas, but I made them better. All right. Next up, Rye. I'm not friends with Rye. He's a disgusting ogre. I don't be friends that look like this. Ew. Respect me. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Rye, this fit is... What do y'all think about this fit? The more I look at it, yo, Rye, are you going to an award event? Or are you gonna be pimping? Are you trying to become a pimp? Huh? What is this? You going to LA to start pimping women or go to a award ceremony? Cause this outfit is way too colorful. Yeah, this is a streamer award fit. Hello? Okay. Y'all want me to give you all the lore? I'll give you all the lore. I'll give you all the lore because this lore is actually, it runs pretty deep. It was me, Shams, and his older brother at a party. I never knew Halal. I seen Halal, but we've never talked once. We never talked once, but I've seen it in high school. Okay, it's me, Shams, and his older brother at a party. The party's over. It's a college party. The party's over. The dude's like, all right, everybody has to go. Everybody has to go. Everybody go, go, go. And then Shams was like, hey, like what you doing? You're like, all right, we'll go. And then he keeps doing it. And then as he's going, Shams was like this. He squares up, you know? Like he just like, and then the dude was like, what, nigga? Go, nigga, sock Shams. Bow. And then I'm like, what? Hey, your chat. I'm over here watching. I said, oh my God. Yo. I'm like, yo. And then it's Shams and his older brother. Chat. Oh God, I kid you not. Russian start jumping. Like, then, okay, I'm gonna tell you how it was. The other people that were hosting the party saw that, and then they started running over to try to beat up Shams. Chat, I'm right here in the corner. I'm like this. I kid you not. I'm getting prepared for them to beat me. I'm like, dude. And then I look, and I'm like, oh, hold on, nobody's getting me. And then I look, and then these niggas are just beating up Shams, and they're beating up his older brother. I'm like, damn, what do I do? What do I do, chat? I feel like Usopp, nigga. I feel like Usopp from One Piece. I was like, no, bro. I had no equipped items, nothing. So boom, they're all, it's about 10 to 20 people just jumping Shams and his older brother. And I'm like, damn, bro. And then I'm like, me being the genius that I am, right? I'm like, yo, Shams. I'm like, bro, we gotta leave. Like, stop. I kid you not. This nigga Shams thinks he's Monkey D. Luffy, my nigga. This nigga thinks he's Naruto. He's getting beat up, right? I see a little bit of, he looks a little ashy. I don't know if I seen a little blood come from his lips. I kid you not. he stands up. There's that are looking to square up with him, and he's looking at them like this. I'm like, yo, bro, we gotta go. What are you doing? Let's go. Like, no, you're gonna get beat up. Let's go. So, boom, and then we go, right? We meet up at the car. And then it's me and Shams, and then he's trying to contact his brother. Got to make sure his brother is good. And then I think later on, he gets connected with his brother, and boom. But before he gets connected with his brother, I'm like, yo, Shams, if y'all are gonna do anything reckless, drop me off home first. And then he was like, what? And I was like, you gotta drop me off home, because I'm not gonna do anything crazy if you guys are planning to do anything crazy. So boom. They dropped me off home. I'm like, okay, good. Boom, everything. I'm like, bro, don't do anything dumb. Don't do anything dumb. And then, bro, he's like, okay. And then I guess they spin the block back. There's police. I don't know, right? And then from then, chat, me and Champs had a falling off. We had a falling off because he felt as if I should have helped in that situation. But then I told him, yo, bro, if you're getting jumped in any situation, the smart thing to do is to leave. I'm not gonna square up with them just to get beat down, you know? I was thinking more logical in that situation where I was like, hey, we gotta leave. And plus, Shams knows, I'm not the fighter, bro. I'm not a fighter type. I'm gonna be real. But yeah, anybody that says you're fighting in a situation where it's 20v1, you're lying. You're dead ass lying. And if you are, you're an idiot. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna fight to live. I'm gonna live to fight another day. I don't know. We could get them some other day, right? So boom, we had a falling out, and that's when Shams and Frank started including Halal in their friend group, right? So Halal was like my replacement, low key. But one thing about me, chat, I'm cool with being alone. I'm cool with being a lone wolf, right? I'm chilling. If I have no friends, it is what it is. That's how I felt. And then like later on, me and Shams made amends, and then we all four of us hung out. All four of us hung out. We did a lot of things together, and that's kind of how I got closer with Halal, kind of through proximity. Funny enough, one time I told Shams about that situation. I was like, bro, I think Shams was like, oh yeah, bro, don't worry about that. They got dealt with. I was like, what? He's like, just know they got dealt with. I was like, what that mean? What that mean? What that mean? What does that mean? I'm not gonna say anything else. But yeah, that's how me and Halal met. Let me see if I can find the video. All right, if I could, let me see. SDSU college, fight in dorm party. Let me see if I could find it. I think the video got taken down, but the video got taken down. But if I could ever find it, I'll let y'all know. You went to SDSU? Yes, I have. I went for 3 years. I dropped out my 4th year. But that's how I met Halal. 4th person. Who were you talking about? Shams, I met him in middle school. My first interaction with Shams, he told me, why do you got a big ass forehead? We were enemies. This is just glaze. I'm not gonna lie. Her, I met her in Japan. Anybody else? Grinder. I met her in a college event. It was a college event. It was a professional college event, bro. It was a professional college event. That's where we met. All right. Shout out my friends, bro. Good friends. Anyways, let me go ahead. See the rest of this Reddit. Same person. I'm not clicking this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let these Reddit stack. I don't want to neglect. Dude, it's clickbait, bro. It's clickbait. It's literally clickbait. Anyways, let's get these reacts out the way, Chad. We have a whole bunch of reacts we got to get to. Today is going to be a react day. So let's go ahead. After the reacts, we're going to do the IG Reels. After the IG Reels, I'm going to be doing the flamethrower and the whatchamacallit. I'm going to be doing the flamethrower and the lightsaber at the end of stream. Did you and Hala ever have any issues? The only slight issue me and Hala had, y'all remember when he kicked my iPhone, and it cracked a little, or it cracked in the back? And y'all, bro, it was his fault. I don't care. That shit was his fault. Still to this day, that shit was his fault. That was the only slight issue. Other than that, nah. Me and Hala never had an issue. Let's go ahead, chat. Let's get these reacts out of the way. We have 4, we got 7. I'm gonna let y'all decide which Salah toll reveal when. I'm gonna let y'all decide which videos y'all wanna check out first, but we are gonna be checking out all of them. I'm gonna make sure of that. The horrifying real events behind these memes. Prison life sentence prank gone wrong. I illegally cheated in sports. I snuck an Olympian into a high school track meet. Serial killers that are still on the loose today. 1,000 ants versus obstacles, and don't fall for TikTok sob stories. What are we watching first? We're doing IG Reels afterwards. And then I have to do the F students are inventors. Which one are we doing first? The second one? What is this? Serial killers one? The third one. I low-key want to do the meme one first. Real events behind memes. I feel like that's interesting. Do 4. I'm seeing a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm seeing a lot of different ones. No F your opinion. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's do which one? Let's do the memes. All right, let's do the memes first. Let's do the memes first, and then we're gonna look at all of them. All of them will be looked at. All right, it's a react day. All right, so just calm down, grab your snacks, vibe. Just vibe, twin. The horrifying real events behind these memes. Lock in. Oh, that's half a human brain. I've never used this meme before. Yo, Flo JJ, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. I've never used this meme before, but I know what this is. Like, oh, I know that's not. In January of 2000, a worker at a sewage treatment plant in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, discovered half the human brain inside of a catch basin. Huh? Okay. No DNA has been found. Wait, human brains doesn't have DNA? Okay.
The "oh that's real nice" meme comes from an episode of the cartoon SpongeBob SquarePants.
Every funny meme I see that comes from SpongeBob is usually when SpongeBob was like lower quality. There hasn't, like, I can barely think of new SpongeBob memes with a high quality ass animation to it. Honestly, they just need to end SpongeBob.
Pants, where Martin, a side character in the show, looks into a toilet bowl only to find a realistic looking SpongeBob floating inside. The moment itself tied into the overall plot of that episode, but the meme that came out of it was meant to contrast someone doing an ordinary task like going to the toilet or clocking in at work with an unusual or disturbing
Oh, that's a severed head. There's a severed head in a toilet restroom at Applebee's. Okay, first and foremost, how does that happen and who discovered it?
Discovery. And while most of the posts mentioned completely fictional events, a few instances of the meme format referenced real events that actually happened. This particular incident took place at the Bethlehem wastewater treatment plant on
Wait, people work in sewage departments? What do they do? Like, does that mean all of the shit and poop, like, runs through them? Like, all the poop and piss? What do sewage workers even do? Now that I think about it.
January 7, 2000. A worker named Scott Batchman had clocked into his night shift at around 11 p.m. when he noticed a pink, fleshy object while cleaning out a catch basin.
Wait, does that mean someone flushed someone's human brain? Look, there's a lot of things you could flush. Maybe a little bit of toilet paper. Maybe, you know, maybe a few strands of hair. I don't know. For some reason, you're plucking your hair. I don't know. All right? Obviously, you got the number 1 and the number 2. Maybe a little bit of throw up. A human brain? You're flushing down a human brain? Wait, hold on. How big does your toilet have to be to flush a human brain? Or sink? Or shower?
Then he took it out and rinsed it off to get a clearer look. However, nothing could have prepared him for what that object turned out to be. Scott was holding one half of a human brain in his hand. It was a bit difficult to identify, but Scott's past work experience at a coroner's office allowed him to confirm that it was real and not a prop. He immediately contacted the authorities and handed it over to them. This discovery happened on a Friday night, so a proper analysis didn't happen until Monday. However, according to initial reports, the brain looked like it.
I guess you could say whoever did that lost his mind. Okay, maybe not something to joke around with. Terrible timing.
Was fresh and had not been in the sewer system for very long. The situation became worse when it was sent over to a DNA lab for testing, which confirmed that it belonged to a person. Unfortunately, authorities had no matching DNA on record, making it impossible to determine whose brain it was. The treatment plant also received waste from 13 different municipalities, so they couldn't link it to a nearby missing person report either. The question now was, how did a piece of human brain end up in the sewer system in the first place?
Literally. Wait, hold on. Can y'all not just track which pipe it came from? Wait, and plus, look, does the government have all of our DNA? Like, when they match DNAs to things, like, do they have all of that just registered somewhere? Because why can't they link the DNA of the brain to, I don't know, anyone? Does that mean that person was just never registered in their system?
One possible explanation the authorities considered was that it came from a medical cadaver, suggesting that a medical student might have flushed it down the drain either on purpose or somehow by accident. However, the lack of any major decomposition pointed to a much darker possibility. The brain likely came from the victim of a homicide, with the killer attempting to destroy evidence by dismembering the body and flushing the pieces down the toilet one by one.
And you left half a brain there? Huh? I'm starting to think you also got half a brain as well. Either way, I hope they I don't know. Come on, bro. You have a brain to work with. That should be enough to actually catch the man, right?
And unfortunately, it seems their plan worked as intended. The investigators were never able to link the discovery to any reported crimes, leaving the case an unsolved mystery to this day.
Okay, wow. RIP to that victim. Oh, I know this meme. You serve yourself a glass of milk. You live in Mexico in June of 1986. I'm sorry, what could that possibly be? Mexico, what were y'all doing to milk? This looks mad sus right now. What was y'all putting in that milk?
The traumatized Mr. Incredible meme depicts a normal-looking Mr. Incredible next to a haunting, uncanny version of him. The template...
I don't care what anybody says. I could drink milk by itself. If you can't drink milk by itself, grow up. Grow up. Oh my God, yo, a cold glass of milk is amazing. What? Don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna go out of my way to grab a glass of milk, but I don't mind it. If it's there and it's cold, I'll drink it, you know? If that's the only thing. Obviously, I preferably want to pair it with a dessert, something nice. But anybody that thinks milk is nasty, this goes out to people that drink oat milk, that drink 2% milk, non-fat milk, any type of nut milk, you're nasty. Get you whole milk. Anything less than that is not whole. All right? Oh my God, yo, there's out here that are drinking almond milk. Yo, bro, please start living life.
uses a before and after format to highlight how hidden context changes a person's perspective, where people who don't know see a surface level image or phrase and remain blissfully ignorant, represented by a smiling Mr. Incredible. In contrast, people who know understand the dark, tragic, or disturbing reality behind the subject, represented by his hollow-eyed, traumatized face. This specific version of the meme refers to a silent tragedy that occurred in many parts of Mexico in the late 1980s.
What happened?
The cause for it originated over 7,000 miles or more than 11,000 kilometers away in Ukraine on April 26th.
I'm sorry. Because of something that happened in Ukraine? Holy shit. Yo, how'd y'all mess up this bad?
1986, the Chernobyl nuclear plant suffered the worst nuclear disaster in history. During a botched safety test, a massive power surge caused Reactor 4 to explode, releasing a plume of radioactive fallout that drifted across Europe. The immediate blast killed 2 workers, while dozens more lost their lives to acute radiation sickness shortly after trying to contain the fallout. However, by the time they are able to—
Bro, I remember seeing this reel or this meme where it's like, this dude was like, bro, I love seeing movies about like historical events. Because for some reason, I still get shocked at it. Like, oh my God, wait. The nuclear plant exploded? What do you mean the Titanic sank? I'm not gonna lie. I don't care if I'm looking at a historical event. Do not spoil it for me. Do not spoil it for me. I don't care what I'm watching. I don't care if it actually happened in real life. Do not spoil it for me.
To enclose the malfunctioning reactor, it had already spread massive clouds of toxic, radioactive particles across Europe and Asia. Mexico, in theory, should have been far enough from the disaster site to stay unaffected. In reality, government corruption and greed turned it into a problem that ordinary Mexicans were forced to live with in their day-to-day lives. You see, radioactive particles from the Chernobyl meltdown contaminated crops and livestock across Europe and Asia, making a significant portion of their food unsafe for consumption.
Damn. Wait, Chernobyl affected the world like that? Bro, here I am thinking that it was just Ukraine and Russia that was messed up. You're telling me Mexico got some of the damage? Huh?
Ireland was among the more heavily affected countries, with thousands of tons of milk in the region becoming radioactive. The Irish government—
Yo, mods, could y'all pin what this video is? So like every time someone comes, like they know what type of video we're watching. So whatever the current video is, if y'all could just please pin the title of the video.
With thousands of tons of milk in the region becoming radioactive. The Irish government tried to get rid of this contaminated milk by selling it to poorer countries. And after getting rejected by Brazil, they reached an agreement with the Mexican government to sell 40,000 tons of radioactive powdered milk at discounted—
Wait, what?
Consumption. Ireland was among the more heavily affected countries, with thousands of tons of milk in the region becoming radioactive. The Irish government tried to get rid of this contaminated milk by selling it to poorer countries. And after getting rejected by Brazil, they reached an agreement with the Mexican government to sell 40,000 tons of radioactive powdered milk at discounted prices.
So none of y'all thought to yourselves, you know what, perhaps we should try the milk? Maybe we should have someone taste the milk before serving it up? What? No, nobody decided, hey man, let's go ahead and just drink one glass of milk before we give it to millions of other people. And you know this milk was contaminated, and y'all still decided to get it?
The toxic milk reached Mexico in June 1987 and was then distributed across the country by a state-owned company called Conasupo. It made its way into ordinary households where consumers had no idea they were drinking what was essentially poison. The truth finally came out when Navy Vice Admiral Manuel Rodriguez Gordillo commissioned a nuclear physicist to test the milk. And as it turned out, the milk the Mexican government bought from Ireland exceeded 10 times the permitted limits of radioactivity. The government initially tried to suppress the news by accusing the whistleblower of defamation, stripping them of their position, and putting them in prison.
Why? You see, that's the problem with governments. You tell the people the truth and they want to kill you. That's why everybody's just scared to just say the truth. Like, my bad for being a good human being.
But the backlash got bad enough that the government was forced to issue a complete recall by January 1988. Unfortunately, the damage was already done. Over the following decade, the number of children suffering from cancer skyrocketed drastically. Many endured life-altering deformities, while countless others lost their lives because of it. Even those who survived the initial radiation poisoning now face a higher risk of developing cancer later in life.
You know what? Forget everything I said. Forget everything I said. Stick to that almond milk. Stick to that soy milk. Stick to all them, you know, the 2%. Go ahead. All right. If I knew it was this bad, then I probably wouldn't have been bragging about drinking whole milk. Wait, hold on. But milk is in everything though, right? You need milk to make like dough. No, you don't. You just need flour. I'm tripping.
Jai Funny 2X donated $1.15. Salah, can you give a shout out? I've been subbed to yours since 200k.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate the dono.
To me, it seems like January always starts the same way. New resolutions, new projects, and a packed...
I could just smell an ad coming. I'm urban exploring in China and find an abandoned area. So, wait, what? Wait. MFW, I'm urban exploring in China and find an abandoned area. It reeks of rotting flesh and I almost consider turning back, but I persist. I turn the corner and look down and am greeted by the sight of dozens of fossilized child's corpses floating in a murky and deep puddle. What are we talking about?
The deeply unsettling Mr. Incredible meme illustrates a person's reaction to discovering something truly horrifying. The template is often paired with a caption highlighting disturbing events or shocking facts.
Okay.
And this particular use of it is no different.
Okay, why are you using that to pair up with your traumatizing experience? Like, I understand some people, the way they cope with trauma is by putting memes or like wanting to have a laugh. But you literally said you found fossilized child corpses. And that's the meme you pair up with it?
Summarizes the horrific sight a Chinese explorer named Beanbag Adventures uncovered in February 2022. Beanbag's content on Douyin, which is the Chinese version of TikTok, revolved around him exploring abandoned buildings and showcasing any interesting finds. However, one of these adventures spiraled into a nightmare his viewers could have never imagined. The video started with him entering an abandoned hospital or lab of some kind. It was extremely run down and appeared to have been vacant for over a decade, if not more. Broken furniture, torn clothes, and glass jars were everywhere. But
I wonder, what do y'all think makes like a hospital abandoned? Like, how bad did business have to be for y'all to just say, you know what, let's just abandon this building? Like, y'all didn't even repurpose it to make it like an apartment or a house or anything community related. Like, what had to happen? Like a dangerous illness? Did the whole place have to get like burned down? Because we built this whole building brick by brick. Why are we letting it go?
what really caught Beanbag's attention weren't these items. He was more drawn to the overpowering smell that was filling the whole building. Curious, he decided to find its source. He followed the paths where the smell grew stronger and eventually reached a strange, dilapidated room with a pool in the middle of it. He looked inside the pool and before showing it to his viewers, claimed that it was filled with movie props. The pool was filled with what looked like the remains of dozens of children floating in a mysterious liquid. He spent barely a minute inside this room before the smell became too unbearable and he had to run out gagging for air.
Yo, Dexter, cut that part out. Yo, I'm sorry, chat. I'm having intrusive thoughts. I don't know why. I just saw a lot of water. Dude, it's just, he had a scuba mask on, bro. I'm sorry.
Inside this room before the smell became too unbearable and he had to run out gagging for air. The horrifying sight left most of his viewers in shock, with many also trying to figure out if any of it was real. But for now, many accepted his movie prop explanation and didn't question it further, especially since the alternative was far too gruesome for most to even contemplate.
He probably didn't want to get banned, so he had to say it was movie props. Because why are there movie props in a hospital building, you know?
A lot of the remains also showed few signs of decomposition, making it easier to buy into the prop theory. However, the possibility of these remains being real became impossible to ignore when
Hold on, why that water kind of look good though? Low key? Why does that water look good though?
Theory. However, the possibility of these remains being real became impossible to ignore when
Why that look good though?
Beanbag returned to the same location 10 months later. This time, he decided to explore the rest of the building before going back to the pool room. Unfortunately, the other locations proved to be just as disturbing. I can't show most of this on YouTube, but he discovered rooms full of extremely realistic human skeletons, children's toys and masks, and a few glass jars with what looked like...
Okay, that's why they probably abandoned this. There's probably too much people just dying in the hospital. Not enough money to supply the patient care. This is terrible. R.I.P.
Human fetuses stored inside them. Things somehow got even worse when he returned to the pool room and found things that weren't there before, like glass jars and children's clothes on the ground, and most unsettling, a blue tarp partially covering the pool. This showed that someone else had been in that room in the last 10 months. But that wasn't even the worst part. The most disturbing part of Beanbag's second visit came when he pointed his camera at the pool. It not only contained more remains than before, but many of the previous ones were also noticeably more decomposed than last time.
Are people using this as a way to dump dead bodies? I feel like that's another thing too, because it's abandoned. People are just burying their crime scenes in here. They're using the people that they murdered or did something to, and they just place the bodies here. That's what it's looking like.
Proving his movie prop claim. Though, given what people now know about the situation, it seemed he called them movie props just so he could feign ignorance in case he ever got into trouble. It also helped in keeping the videos from getting removed from the platform. Put simply, Beanbag and now most of his audience suspected that this room was a part of an illegal...
Damn. Wait, so did you just take the chance climbing up there? I'm sorry. If it's I'm sorry, chat. I hate stuttering. I hate stuttering, bro. I literally hate stuttering. I'm not climbing any stairs that's halfway broken. If half of it is gone, what makes you think the other half is stable?
Organ harvesting operation known as a corpse factory. You see, China has one of the lowest organ donor rates in the world due to cultural reasons. Yet, despite this limitation, the process of actually getting an organ for a transplant is relatively easy as long as you have the money. That's because most of these organs are said to come from China's massive black market, where merchants illegally abduct victims to meet the demand. Some reports also claim that the Chinese government is somehow involved in this operation as well, with it allegedly harvesting from minority prisoners that aren't even on death row. Even if the government wasn't involved, Beanbag was putting a target on himself by possibly exposing such a large-scale criminal operation. So acting clueless was his best bet. But even then, his safety wasn't guaranteed. Fans were worried about his well-being. This concern became even more substantial when Beanbag's Douyin account got terminated out of nowhere shortly after posting the second video. Viewers believed that whoever Beanbag exposed was trying to silence him before the story could spread further.
I mean, let's say I was posting those type of things on TikTok, my account would probably be terminated as well. Like, I'm not trying to say that he deserves to get terminated, but I feel like that's a real possibility as to why he did get terminated.
Though, just as they were about to lose hope, Beanbag returned to the internet with new videos. However, the 2 videos of him exploring the hospital were now deleted from his account. Beanbag also kept posting more videos exploring other abandoned buildings and never even brought up the hospital again. If someone was trying to silence him, wouldn't it be easier to make him disappear, or at the very least keep him off the internet forever? So, what's going on here? Well, the internet has come up with many theories trying to solve this very question, but nearly all of them contain contradictions or details that don't align with the known facts. The most popular of these theories is that the room was used to discard victims after harvesting their organs. But
Yeah, I mean, it's an abandoned building, so that's most likely what's gonna happen.
The thing, if someone was actually running a massive criminal operation, wouldn't it be much safer for them to hide the evidence in mass graves or use industrial incinerators to cremate the remains?
Hey, not everyone has bread like that, all right? If we could incinerate the cremated remains or whatever you said, you think we would even be having to harvest bodies, huh? I don't think they're that smart, bro. All right? I don't think they have that much bread.
especially if the Chinese government was involved, as many suspect. As for his account getting...
Why you say we? I don't mean we. I'm just hypothetically talking in their, like... You know what? I'm not gonna explain myself.
Especially if the Chinese government was involved, as many suspect. As for his account getting temporarily banned, that could be explained by Doyen simply taking it down due to the excessive gore his videos showed, which is also why he was allowed to return after deleting those videos. Alternatively, some also believe that this room was the trophy room of sorts for a serial killer, but the sheer number of victims makes that high
trophy room? Look, I understand serial killers are weirdos. I don't think you could normally in your brain kill people and think to yourself, wow, like, wait, what am I trying to say? Yo, I just blinked out. I just blinked out so hard. Yo, what is wrong with me? I need to get checked. Wow. I'm overstimulated. What was I saying? We already know serial killers are weird, but the thought of you going into all of your bodies and being proud of it like it's some sort of Oscar trophy, man, I remember that one. That one, I was on the brink of death. I managed to edge out. That was a good one. Like, why are we having trophy rooms?
Highly unlikely, even if it was a group of multiple killers. Then there's also the possibility that Beanbag faked the whole thing to go viral, or that it was an art project of sorts. And while he wouldn't be the first one to try something like this, the remains in the pool were way too real to be fabrications. Beanbag would also have to spend tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to commission such a large quantity of props for both videos. All without getting any real return on his investment. So the remains were most likely real. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to determine how they got there. Beanbag stopped uploading in April 2024 and hasn't returned to the internet since.
Plus, how much money are you really making from uploading content like this? That and, bro, you got some guts to go in here by yourself. This type of shit is creepy to me. Plus, with all the water in the floor like that, is it really worth it?
He also never shared the location of the building, so no one else can investigate it either. And as far as I was able to find, the authorities never looked into this, leaving this whole thing unsolved, possibly forever.
My boy kicks look nice though. I'll give him that. All you did was take a pill your boss gave it to you for your UTI. You haven't slept in months. You know you'll die. What will happen to your son? Damn. Which lady did y'all do like this? Which lady did you guys do this to? Wait, you're taking pills from your boss? Why are you taking pills from your boss?
This meme recounts the tragic life of Ricard Siagon, a 48-year-old tattoo artist from Philadelphia who lost everything he had in a single year. Ricard had two passions in life, his only son and art. He created music, did photography, and eventually settled into a career as a tattoo artist. He also shared videos of his tattoo work on YouTube quite often, likely just to document his own progress. Every second he wasn't working, he spent with his son. He had a seemingly perfect life, and was still striving to do better for the only person in his life. Unfortunately, this perfect life was ripped away from Ricard in 2015.
What happened?
This was the year he moved to Philadelphia and started working there as a tattoo artist. However, months into his new employment, he contracted a urinary tract infection.
I thought that was only for women. Men could get urinary tract infections? How do you even get that? Is that curable? Is it curable? Yo, my bad, chat. I skipped sex ed, bro. I kept my ears closed.
Or UTI for short. The pain was so severe that it made it impossible for him to work. But since his insurance didn't cover UTIs, he couldn't afford to go to a doctor. With no other option, Ricard spoke.
Oh, hell nah. Bro, if something is hurting me that bad to the point where I can't function regularly, I'm going in debt. I know that sounds so privileged for me to say, because obviously I never had to endure something like that, but I can't, my happiness comes first, all right? Like, no, my health comes first. I'd be damned if something was to happen to me, all because I can't afford it. I'm going to the hospital. I'm getting it done. Whatever consequences I have for my debt is going to come later.
To his boss about his illness, hoping for help or at least some guidance. And as it turned out, his boss had also gone through a UTI recently. His boss still had some of the antibiotics his doctor prescribed, which he happily handed over to Ricard. Ricard was a bit skeptical at first, but a single dose dramatically reduced his pain. So he kept taking the antibiotics and was soon well enough to return to work. But before he could celebrate his recovery, Ricard noticed another major health concern.
What?
He was experiencing insomnia, making it difficult for him to sleep each night. Unfortunately, that was only the beginning. The insomnia was getting worse with each passing day. 4 months in, and it became severe enough to prevent him from sleeping altogether.
Dude, that's so creepy. I feel so bad for him. Yo, what do you mean I'm on my 3rd day and I still can't go to sleep? Oh my God, bro, bless him, bruh. Bro, at this point, bro, just go get a checkup. Stop vlogging this shit. Go to the doctor, bro. It's not worth it. Your health is wealth. And you have a son. On top of all of that, you have someone you have to take care of. Like, at this point, it's kind of selfish for you not to go.
None of the treatments he tried worked, and he was rapidly running out of options. So, in January 2016, he uploaded a video asking for the internet's help, titled, Che Fatal Insomnia Neurotoxin Induce, CNS Seeking Neuroscience Hospital Support or Stem Cell Hope, where he went over all the disturbing details of his condition.
My brain also looking forward to sleep, but the activity of the brain is never calmed down. It's been 4 months since my brain is active. It never sleep. It never want to go down. And when my body asks my brain that I need to rest and sleep, there's no connection, but there is a feedback. There is a really painful feedback, physical feedback and neuron feedback.
Ricard explained his condition as fatal familial insomnia, a devastating neurological disorder that essentially locks the brain in a state of permanent wakefulness.
That's so scary, bro. Bro, there's times I want to sleep to just escape from my problems, bro. I'd be mad stressed out and I'd be thinking to myself, yo, let me go ahead and get some sleep. When I wake up, I'll probably feel better. Does it work? Sometimes. But the thought of having to go through something stressful or having a really shitty day and wanting to wind down and just get some rest and not being able to, this man has to deal with his problems and still be up. Dude, that's just, yo. Oh my God. Bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, this makes me realize, bro, your problems are not even that big.
Caused by a genetic mutation that targets the thalamus, the section of the brain responsible for transitioning the mind from consciousness into sleep. What made the already terrible situation even more tragic was that he was also separated from his son. He had to return to Indonesia due to his mother's hospitalization, but the insomnia now left him bedridden, unable to fly back to his son in Philadelphia. Ricard still wanted to do everything in his power to survive.
Bro, he's literally, like, he's aging worse. His skin looks like his skin is not getting any better. I'm like, his eye bags are getting deep too. Bro, stop recording and just go to a hospital.
For his son, but the constant unbearable pain was also sapping away his will to live.
You know, I need life. You know, I have my sons in Philadelphia now. I left him. You know, I have no choice. You know, because I don't want to leave him. I need life. I need to survive. You know, I don't want him to lose me. I don't want to lose him.
From there, Ricard kept posting updates on his condition and even shows what happens anytime he tried to sleep. But here's the thing, Ricard wasn't suffering from fatal familial.
So every time that he wants to sleep, his body just forcibly wakes him up?
Insomnia, because that disease is genetic. It's not something someone can just contract out of nowhere, and no one in his family had this prior to him. Instead, Ricard's neurological issues were the side effects of ciprofloxacin, the antibiotic Ricard took from his boss for his UTI. Ciprofloxacin falls under a type of drug known as fluoroquinolones, and they are incredibly dangerous. Taking them without proper precaution can cause total neurological degradation. Unfortunately, even after knowing what it was, Ricard couldn't do anything, and his condition was getting worse with each passing day. He was starting to get delirious.
What is God? Yo, my boy is starting to think like Joe Bartolozzi. Damn. Damn, I feel bad, bro. My boy needs some rest.
And began posting rants that made little sense.
Conspiracy theory has never been a theory. It's a practice. So the world that created by the system.
Without sleep, the cells in his body were also starting to die, leaving him even more immobilized than before. He received some hope from a doctor in Beijing who offered a cutting-edge procedure that had previously...
Beijing? Oh, my boy is broke. Unless, the thing he's going through, like, unless he actually tried going to hospitals near him and none of them could do anything. But I'm under the assumption if you're going to, like, a different foreign country for your procedure, you just really don't have enough money.
Worked for one patient. However, the procedure's cost was beyond what Ricard could afford. And while he did set up a fundraiser, the donations never reached the required amount.
Ah, that's such a shame, bro. That's such a shame in hindsight knowing what's gonna happen to him. Yo, RIP. Wow.
And after struggling with his condition for over a year, Ricard sadly passed away on the 6th of December 2016 in Indonesia.
RIP. Wow. It's a war behind this one. Oh my God. That is the most ghetto caption if I've ever seen one, bro. I just know he's like, he grew up in the white hood. He did not grow up in no suburbs. No suburban white guy talks like this.
The traumatized Mr. Incredible in this instance is a reference to the death of Isaiah Fitzgerald, an 18-year-old teen from Missouri who lost everything due to an internet argument. The incident happened on April 25th, 2023, when a guy named Tanner Watkins uploaded a new profile picture on Facebook with his girlfriend, to which Isaiah reacted with a laughing reaction.
There's no way you're gonna slime a dude out all because he reacted a laugh emoji on your picture. There's no way that's how this is gonna end, right?
The two were friends on Facebook, but it's unclear how close they were. Regardless of their connection, Tanner did not take kindly to Isaiah's reaction and called him out in the post
Bro, he was not lying about that photo caption. It's a real life war behind this.
comments. Their discussion quickly divulged into an argument.
You ain't got no wheels or something? My shit getting fixed. I got wheels, like I said, my F is still asleep. I'm on my way to handle it. Over a laugh react? Bro, there's no way you're this insecure, bro. It's never that deep.
And ended with the two agreeing to meet each other in person to settle things. The vast majority of internet...
I be on Facebook laughing like a motherfucker. I don't care about you. Definitely feel some type of way, clown. Damn, we're really out here posting our Cash App on Facebook. When I win a bet, hell yeah, your ugly ass don't even know what's going on, but got an opinion.
Net arguments usually end here, with both sides moving on with their lives. However, both Tanner and Isaiah were serious about this confrontation. After agreeing on the spot and time, they met up at the Rotary Park in Sykeston. And unfortunately, neither side was open to a discussion. As soon as they got close to each other, both opened fire from their...
I'm sorry, there is no way you threw your entire life away over a Facebook laugh reaction. How much brain cells is functioning in your head for this to even be a dude? For this to even be a reality, bro. Dude, this is not normal. This is not normal. And the fact that both of y'all wanted to engage in this is crazy.
Cars. Isaiah was fatally shot seconds after the shootout started and passed away before help could arrive. The 18-year-old girl Isaiah brought with him also received life-threatening injuries. Fortunately, she managed to pull through after multiple surgeries.
You brought your girlfriend with you?
As for Tanner, he somehow managed to avoid conviction for the death of Isaiah, though he was eventually sentenced to 7 years in prison for an unrelated shooting in 2025.
We should have figured that out, honestly. We should have known this. We should have known this is how it was gonna end. Anybody that was willing to shoot another man over a Facebook laugh reaction is not someone that's gonna be a good human being later on. What a lovely day on September 30. I have used this bottle of Tylenol to relieve post-birth discomfort. This bottle oddly smells like almonds. This is very weird. Okay, I'm under the assumption that this is a different type of drug.
This meme is about a deadly attack that happened in Chicago in 1982 regarding Tylenol pain relief capsules. On the morning of September 29, a 12-year-old girl named Mary Kellerman took a capsule of extra-strength Tylenol to soothe a sore throat. But instead of feeling relief, she collapsed and passed away shortly after. That same day, a 27-year-old postal worker named Adam Janis also took Tylenol for his headache. Seconds later, he suffered what appeared to be a heart attack and tragically passed away, while his family gathered to—
Yo, Tylenol, y'all good? Wait. I got some Tylenol in my fridge. Not fridge, but I got some Tylenol in my cabinets. I just took some for my teeth pain. Yo. Let's calm down now.
mourn his death, his brother Stanley and sister-in-law Teresa each took Tylenol from the same bottle Adam had used. Within hours, those two were dead as well. By the time the connection was made, 3 more people, including 27-year-old Mary Reiner, 31-year-old Mary McFarland, and 35-year-old Paula Prince had also lost their lives. Testing revealed that the Tylenol capsules they had consumed were laced with potassium cyanide, one of the deadliest poisons in the world.
Who did that? It better not be a Tylenol worker.
And since the victims were spread across different suburbs, investigators quickly realized this wasn't a manufacturing error.
This was someone going inside the grocery stores. Dude, how much of an asshole do you have to be? Do you know how much free time you need to have for you to just go ahead and go to like a Walmart and just put poison in these pills?
Someone had gone into local grocery stores and pharmacies, pulled bottles off the shelves, laced the capsules with poison, and put them back to be purchased by unsuspecting strangers. Investigators had no way of knowing how many other poison bottles were still on the shelf. So, in an unprecedented move, the makers of Tylenol, Johnson & Johnson, stepped forward. They issued a nationwide recall of approximately 31 million bottles, a value of over $100 million at the time.
Good. You know what? That's how you properly do business. I'm glad that they took initiative and decided, hey, because they could have, obviously all these boxes could have been contaminated. It has nothing to do with the company. So for them to actually say, you know what, we're not even going to take the chance, good of them.
Authorities also urged the public not to take any Tylenol product, and for good reason. In the early 1980s, over-the-counter medicine was sold in simple bottles with easy-to-open caps. There were no plastic neck seals, no foil liners, and no tamper-evident stickers. The realization that a complete stranger could turn a common household item into a weapon of mass murder changed this mindset overnight. In response to the tragedy, the FDA introduced stringent new regulations. Within 6 months, Tylenol returned to shelves in the first ever triple seal packaging. This included a glued outer box.
Yo, they were not playing any games, bro.
A plastic wrap around the cap, and a foil seal over the mouth of the bottle. However, even this was not a perfect solution. In the months and years following the attack, police stations across the US were flooded with hundreds of copycat reports.
Yo, y'all are assholes. Yo, who was putting cyanide in them pills? You don't even know if you're gonna get anybody killed. You're just doing it just to do it. I'm never visiting your country. Yo, bro. Yes, Americans probably put cyanide in pills, but y'all put cyanide in showers. Don't forget about World War II. Y'all put cyanide in showers.
And while many of these were hoaxes, some turned out to be legit. Like in 1986, when 23-year-old Diane Ellsroth died after taking a Tylenol capsule laced with cyanide in New York. That same year, another medication named Excedrin was targeted in Washington state, leading to 2 more deaths. These attacks forced the pharma industry to evolve this packaging further and make poisoning more difficult. However, while the attack led to an overall positive change, the original 7 victims never received the justice they deserved.
Yeah, RIP. I don't even think they could get... Wait, can they sue them? I don't know. I hope they get like some money though.
Despite a massive investigation, a $100,000 reward for information, and several suspects, no one was ever charged with the actual murders. One of the suspects, named James Lewis, actually contacted Johnson & Johnson, claiming he would stop the killings if they sent him $1 million in ransom.
Yeah, pay me $1 million to stop killing people. What? What? Wait, can't you get arrested just based off of that?
But investigation revealed that he had nothing to do with the actual attack. He was just trying to take advantage of an already tragic situation. The most popular theory is that this attack was carried out by one of Johnson & Johnson's competitors to ruin their reputation, which makes a lot of sense considering Tylenol's market share dropped from 35% to 8% following the incident. That said, it could still have been the work of a deranged serial killer intent on claiming as many lives as possible.
Wow.
Unfortunately, investigators found no solid clues like fingerprints or CCTV footage that could help us confirm or deny these theories.
What about this? We all stop taking pills. Let's just stop taking pills in its entirety. I'm gonna start making pills. Let me know what type of pills y'all want. Order for me. Order for me directly. Come visit me, I got y'all. Only Plan Bs. Yes, the only pills we're gonna start keeping are Plan Bs. Every other pill, let's stop doing it, all right? Anyways, make sure y'all stay safe. Make sure y'all check y'all packages when it comes to these pills. Yeah, one thing about memes, they can be horrifying, all right? Make sure you guys like, subscribe, catch the streams, check out the other channels, all that good stuff. YXL for life. Love y'all, and peace. All right, first video out of the way. Next video, what are we watching next, chat? Prison life sentence prank gone wrong. Illegally cheating in sports. I snuck an Olympian into a high school track meet. Let's do this one at the end just because it's another chilling scares video. 1,000 ants versus obstacles. Don't fall for TikTok sob stories. And then which one y'all want to see next? Which one are we seeing next? 3. My bad, chat. This is my first drink of the day. All right, let's get it. I snuck an Olympian into a high school track meet. Lock in.
This is a 25-year-old Team USA professional Olympic sprinter. And today, I'm sneaking him into a high school track meet.
Y'all should have known directly off of the time he had a short sleeve that he was not a high schooler. My boy is tatted up to the brim.
Completely undercover, as none of the other kids have a clue they're up against a pro.
Are you a...
Losing to someone with a shiesty in this hot-ass weather? Honestly, that would just shatter my dreams. And he's wearing a mic. Honestly, just quit after this.
High schooler? You look a little bit too old to be a high schooler.
I'm only 12, actually. I'm in middle school.
Oh.
Okay. Of every age you could have just tried to disguise as, you want to disguise as a 12-year-old? Oh, look at his number. Ha ha ha. Y'all think I was on purpose? Ha ha
ha. Yeah.
Hey, what are you guys doing out here? You're not supposed to be here. Hey, come on.
I've always wondered, if you snuck professional track athletes into a high school track meet, how easy would it be for them to win? To find out, I put them in a full disguise and gave them a 3-step plan. Step 1, sneak into the track meet without raising any suspicion. Step
Okay, obviously, I know you're trying to get this video done, but wearing shiesties? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be scared. I'll feel intimidated. What do you mean we all have our faces showing, but there's 2 random guys with glasses and shiesties on? I'm gonna assume something is gonna happen.
2, win 3 different races. And step 3, reveal their true identity at the end.
Bro, what are y'all doing? Hurry up, we gotta get the disguises on, bro. There's people literally watching you. This kid's right there, look.
Oh shit, is it backwards? Is mine backwards, bro?
No, you good.
Now, obviously, there was no way they could just walk into the track meet and register themselves. I needed an insider, so shout out to these 2 high schoolers that agreed to put their careers and identities on the line and attempt to register them into the track meet.
Yeah, I mean, they never look promising. I feel like I could tell who's an athlete, a track athlete, just based off of how they look. Those guys were probably like 5'4".
All right, you guys, I just walked into the track meet right now, but we have a huge problem because we have to get past security right now. And I'm not gonna lie, this lady does not look like she's gonna let anything slide.
Hello, can we register a 4x1?
Who are we registering?
2 high school freshmen. His name's Tyrone and John.
So what high school do they run?
Fast University.
Fast University.
I thought they were registering themselves. I thought they were gonna register themselves and just hand off the numbers. What? Fast University? Of everything you could have told this lady?
Yeah.
You said high school.
It's a prep college. It's high school.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I've been at this.
It's down the street. It's like right there down the street.
Honey, I live here.
Imagine finding out you have to scrap your YouTube idea because an idiot just said Fast University. You didn't even, first and foremost, you didn't even give them a high school. And number 2, of every place you could have said it was at, you said it's down the street. Honestly, bro, I hope you didn't even pay them. Don't even pay them.
No. This is not looking good right now.
I've been down here like forever.
They're like top high school athletes.
Then I would know who they were.
You'll know them when you see them.
No.
You'll know them when you see them. Whole time they have to put on shiesties. Bro, honestly, just ask other 2 guys to do this job. Because these guys were idiots. I'm sorry.
But at this point, I started getting nervous because if this didn't work, the whole plan would be over before it even started.
They're new?
They're freshmen. You don't have to worry about.
They're freshmen? All right, well, so it's $5.
Here, you can take all this.
Take all of it? Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
Well, here you go.
Okay, I hope they told them that it was a joke. I hope they told her that it was a joke. And then maybe I don't know. But at least they got it.
I appreciate it. Thank you, appreciate it.
Now that we had successfully registered them into the track meet, all the undercover athletes had to do was walk through the gates without raising any suspicion.
2 guys with the shiesty, wearing shades, and being recorded with a big ass camera. That's gonna hold suspicion anywhere. I'm sorry.
Dude, I don't know. Dude, this is so bad. Yeah, there's no way we walk through the front door. And we're cutting the line. Oh, God. We're going in. Infiltrating inside right now. Oh, crap. We're actually inside. No one stopped us. I'm actually shocked. Lady did not say anything. Oh, we're not supposed to be on the track right now? I have no clue. I'm waiting for a relay. I don't know where they're at.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, imagine these guys being your relay race partners as a high schooler. Bro, I'm gonna thank them later.
I'm giving another free pair of the new Nike Max Fly 2s and a pair of the new 500.
Yo, am I getting paid for this?
And glasses is subscribe to the channel down below. Now that the undercover pros had successfully registered and snuck into the track meet, it was time to start the second phase of our plan, which is to win at least 3 different races.
Bro, imagine this video if the high schoolers just dusted them. That would be so amazing. Obviously, that's not gonna happen because some of these kids look like they're in elementary school, but that would be beautiful.
With the first race being the 4x100 meter relay, where the undercover pros would be teaming up with the same 2 high schoolers that snuck them into the meet.
Bro, who the hell are these guys? Dude. Hey, what are you guys doing out here? You're not supposed to be here. Let me go get an official, because you guys are not supposed to be here. Hey, listen when I'm talking to you. What are you guys doing out here? Hey, come on. Get back here.
That looks scripted. I'm sorry, that looks scripted. That looks scripted. It's almost like you guys told the coach to say that. At first, it sounded realistic, but after him chasing them, that doesn't look real.
At this point, I realized people were starting to get pissed off, and because of how long it took to register the undercover athletes, we were running late, and the 4x100 meter heat that we were supposed to be in was literally lining up on the track as we speak.
Are we getting active?
Yo, his crush is probably watching that. I guarantee you someone that he finds attractive is watching that. His family's definitely watching that. My boy was in the lead too. Oh my, this gotta be the worst way to go out in a race. eating shit on a hot ass day, and you were in the lead
on the track as we speak.
Yo, I'm sorry if we're really partners and your ass falls down on me, we're not friends anymore. You let the whole team down for what?
Oh, we getting active out here. Oh shit! Oh shit! That nigga just died. There's no other heats, dead ass? I don't know if there's gonna be another heat.
Even though we completely missed our heat of the 4x1, with a little bit of riz, we managed to convince the officials to let us run by ourselves, as this was our opportunity to intimidate the competition, as all eyes would be on us.
Run by yourself? How does that? I'm sorry, for what? For fun?
No idea how this is working right now, but apparently they're...
Bro, this is my first time. Bro, this is my first time seeing your stream. I don't know who you are, but you're a bitch. What did I do to you? Who are you? The fuck? That's me. Fuck you too, bitch.
They're letting us rerun, and they're actually gonna let us run the 4x1 right now with this undercover team. I'm in the middle of the field right now as we speak. We are off. Oh my God, they're sliding right now. Our first leg is looking clean, handing it off to a devious second leg.
Oh, they are about to be heavily carried. Heavily.
And they're about to unleash the undercover athletes. Oh my God. Look at this. Who is this guy? Do you guys know who that is?
I wonder if they're even trying.
Yeah, who is that? How old is that guy? And he's a mask on?
Dude, you're the one. I'm sorry, you're the one bringing suspicion. You're talking to other people talking about how old they are. You're the one that's gonna have people look at them weird.
Are you kidding me?
Although we missed our 4x100 meter heat, we were still able to successfully win the race by running the fastest time and intimidating the competition while doing so, which would be important for the next race, which is an all-out 400 meter dash, where I'll be sneaking a professional Team USA 400 meter runner into the race against beginners.
Are you a high schooler? You look a little bit too old to be a high schooler.
No, I'm only 12 actually. I'm in middle school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
12? 12? 12 and you got armpits already like that, gang? Not to mention you're fully tatted up. Fully.
Yeah, middle school. We just did the 4x1 with no warm up. I don't want to pull my hamstrings, but anything for a race. Are you guys in line? Oh, my fault, sorry.
What do y'all think he's thinking? Huh? I feel like there's a lot of things that could be going through his mind.
What's up, bro? How old are you? I'm 10 too. You're 11? I'm 11 too. Yes, I am. I'm 11. 20? No. Hi, I want to check in for the 400.
You just show up to the event.
You just show up for the event? Okay, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, no, bro. Good luck, man. I'll be in your race.
Yo, no, I relate to this. I remember, I think it was back in elementary school, you could decide who you want to like race next to, or like, you know, I love to get a gauge at the competition so I could just race against chuds. I loved lining up to people that I know that I'd be faster than. Anytime I see someone that actually can run, I swear to God, it's like I don't even want to run the race anymore. Like, if I'm not racing to get first place, I don't want to run. I don't want to run. Line me up with other people that are slow, please.
Huh?
You're a professional undercover.
No. Hey, bro, I'm 15.
Nah, you're lying, bro.
No, bro.
15 years out of jail, bro.
Now,
racist much. That's crazy. All right. Hey, man.
At this point, the disguises were working so well that some of the kids started thinking it was me under the mask.
Yeah. Shh. Don't let him know I'm here, bro. Keep on the low. Keep on the low.
Apparently that kid thought he was Yatits. He thought you were me, man.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
I think the disguise is working off somehow. They might think it's me under there. Whole time it's not even me. I don't know if they think it's me or what they think, but maybe they know that these are pro athletes.
We did it!
All right, listen up, boys. 400. Listen up. I'm gonna set you guys up here. Faster than 50 seconds. Line up right here. Faster than 50 seconds.
Bro, cover your tats. At the very least, wear a shirt. Like, it's just too obvious.
50 seconds or faster. 55 seconds or faster.
50 seconds. Oh, you do more than that, that's fine. Then I'm gonna start crazy. Then everyone else, they're backing up.
Nah, pa, you don't run. You don't run 60 seconds.
No.
You're running some Quincy times, I know.
Nah, bro. I'm only 13, man. What you running, man? What you gonna run today?
What you gonna run today, bro?
Bro, at least 65. At least 50, 55 or 65. 10-second difference.
I already know you run like a 49.
No way. I can't do 49, bro. That's too fast.
And just when I thought the undercover pro couldn't be any more intimidating, this happened.
What?
I got you. You good?
We doing sides?
Yeah.
A lot of you guys have been asking me what I use to stay
on the other side of the track, and the undercover athlete is about to run the 400 right now, and I mean his competition is anything but competitive right now. This is going to be an absolute massacre.
Wait, so they have old heads in there too? Yeah, they have older people in there too. Okay, so this is normal. So they're not doing anything that they can't do. Bro, like, you know you're faster too. Like, just take it slow, right? Just fake it and act like they're... Yo, Design, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. Fake act like they're about to beat you and then go ahead and dust them. You don't have to go crazy immediately. Like, now you're just flexing. Like, you're ruining the fun of it.
Oh my God, they're off. They are off right now, and here he comes.
Okay, I don't think he's trying. I don't even think he's trying. It literally looks like he's jogging. Look, bro, look how the dude behind him looks, and look at his form. He's jogging while the other person looks like they're sprinting.
Go, Willie, go, Willie, go. Oh my God. This is just too much. No one can keep up with this guy.
With the shiesty on too. Like, my mans can't even breathe properly.
And he's sliding right now down the backstretch. Oh my God. Who is this guy, bro?
I don't think he was.
Time?
Bro, do y'all think he's trying? I don't think he's trying. Because I feel like when someone is, like, you can tell based off of their form, they're actually trying to run as fast as they can. That's actually really impressive. That's really impressive.
That was absolute cinema.
Not only did he just win the race, but he completely destroyed the competition with a time of 49.2. And so far, the disguise was still working, but the spectators, on the other hand, were starting to get suspicious.
Man, like 48, I'm not gonna lie. You guys saw that guy in the mask running?
Yeah, freaking machine.
Apparently he's a high schooler.
Is he from where?
I don't know, I think he goes somewhere up north? I'm not too
He
sure.
just came down here to see it.
Just the, I don't know. The mask? I don't know how he breathes.
I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
Some people are saying that he's actually not a high schooler and he's like some type of Division I athlete or something.
Wow, very professional.
Yeah, he might be undercover. The face mask.
You see, they should have put me there. I swear to God, I would have hawked that. I would have hawked his ass down. Y'all would have had to scratch this video up. But because you don't got fast people like me, you know, sadly, they're going to get dusted. And it is what it is, man. Wait, what is y'all mile time? Be honest. What are y'all mile times? I'll be honest. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. I wasn't the fastest person in the world. I think my mile time was like, yeah, it was like 7-8 minutes. Probably like 8 minutes. Most likely like 8 minutes. 8 minutes and change. I'll be honest. Why do I say that a lot? Holy shit. Anyone in my chat do track and field? Track and field is pretty chill. I didn't think I'd like running and just exercising and doing all those things, but it's not that bad.
Maybe to cover his identity? Yeah. I'm gonna go try to see.
Wait, the goat. We got tips.
Yo, my fault.
Good job, man.
What's up, little man? I got a little man with me. Said be in the interview. Be in the interview. I got my entourage with me, little homie. 400 felt pretty good. Main thing was I tried to jog the first 300, run the last 100. I think for the most part I did the same thing. So how'd you think it looked?
It looked amazing.
Wait, say that one more time.
It looked amazing.
Now, while all of this was going on, the second undercover pro was secretly warming up for the next race of our plan, the 100-meter dash. But after everything that just happened, the officials, spectators, and kids were on high alert as they knew something fishy was going on.
This is my first time ever running though.
Oh, so you lying?
No, that's my first time. I'm only 13.
You're lying your ass off.
Serious, bro.
Why are you like up in this? You recording?
No, bro, I don't have social media, bro. I can't. I'm here because my mom made me come. I'm trying to get in this heat. I'm trying to, bro.
Are you going to this guy right here? You got that. You got that, right?
Yeah, we go to the same school.
Hold on. I need you. I'm gonna have
Can you
to
kill me?
No, I need to put a kid, man.
I'm 11, man.
No.
Bro, they won't let me, bro. I try to tell them I'm 11.
I wouldn't even win a race. If he's being included in the race, I'm sorry. I'm trying to win. I don't care. I'm trying to win.
Not listening to me though. I'm getting age discriminated, man. This is crazy. Bro, we got the same, we got tats, bro, the same age, man. Come on, bro.
I just got, that's like 30.
You probably older than me though. 16.
How they think about it? You're 10 years old? 13.
Yeah, I mean 2013.
At least give them a head start, dude.
Bro, it's my first time running, bro. I play rugby.
They're kind of fast though. Yeah.
No, come on, y'all. I'm a freshman. He said, hell no, what do you mean? I'm a freshman too. We saying that because I'm black? I got birth certificate that says I'm 12. I got it. I'm telling you.
You just said you're 13.
I said that. I said I'm 12. I turned 13 tomorrow.
All right. Holy shit. Can we please get to the race, my boy? Can we please get to the race? Okay.
What is he about to drop? Hey, who's this little kid? Get this kid out the way. Hey, yo. Hey, kids, watch out. They're coming.
Bro, this reminds me of that video where that one little kid got like hogged down in a race. I don't know who decided to put their kid on a race, but don't do that. He's not trying. Okay, now he low-key is. Yeah, too easy.
Almost fell.
Me too. This long ass nigga tripped me.
And with a time of 10.89, the undercover athletes had successfully won all 3 races.
Did they get a reward?
Now time to finish the final step of the plan, which is to reveal to the kids their true identities.
Bro, I swear to God. Hey.
Thanks, man.
How old are you? What's the mission? Because we done racing at this. Yeah, we done racing,
bro.
22?
Yeah, bro. I ran Olympic trials.
Is this my first. I'm a senior. This is my first ever 100.
And after the races, the undercover athletes took their time to take questions from the kids, which was good on their part and super wholesome to watch.
Thank you. Okay. Awesome.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, ladies. What event are you guys doing?
If y'all seen an Olympian, right? Do you guys think you guys would recognize them? I don't think I would. Like, don't get me wrong. I watch some Olympic events, but I feel like if you're not like the A tier, like extremely famous ones, I won't know who you are. Like, I'll probably just look at you and be like, oh, nice, and keep going. I don't know why. I think the only, what Olympic athletes can I name by hand? I don't think I can name you 10. Alyssa Liu, right? Usain Bolt, Gatlin, Serena. No, that's a tennis player. What the? Michael Phelps. Who else? It was another Jamaican dude. I forgot his name. I forgot. There's a new USA track athlete. What's his name? Like, he raced with speed. I forgot his name. Dude, I'm telling you, I forgot. Bro, I don't be remembering people's. Why are y'all naming athletes? LeBron is not. No. We're not. No. I'm no allows. I'm talking about like track. I'm not talking about like basketball and soccer. Simone Biles, that's one.
1600? All right, yeah, I'm 1600 too. All right, okay. How old are you guys?
Is he gonna reveal himself? Is he gonna show them who?
He's an Olympic trial qualifier, an NCAA All-American, and big thanks as well to Willington Wright. He's a Team USA professional sprinter, as this video literally would not be possible without them. So make sure you guys follow them on Instagram, and if you have any questions about track, message them, as they would love to help you guys out. If you guys...
Good on them, man. Good on them. I was hoping that they would get a cash prize, but apparently this is probably just like an event where you could just go in and just have some fun and just try to understand where you place at with everyone else. But anyways, let me know if y'all want me to race against them. I don't want to dust them. Actually, I won't. But one day I will. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, check us out on Twitch, all that good stuff. Check out the other channels. YXL for life. Love y'all and peace. All right, next video down. Chat. What do y'all want to watch next? Prison life sentence prank gone wrong. I illegally cheated in sports. 1,000 ants versus obstacles. Don't fall for TikTok sob stories. Which one? Which one are we doing next? Which one are we doing next? Which one are we doing next? I'm seeing a lot of 2s and 3s. Seeing a lot of 2s and the sob story. I want to do the sob story one. Because we did a video that's somewhat similar to this, let's do the sob stories one, and then let's do the illegally cheating in sports next. All right? Lock in. All right. Don't fall for TikTok sob stories. Lock in.
Well, a few weeks ago, I stumbled across an Instagram reel from a woman who said, my husband got fired 2 weeks after our daughter was born.
Damn. Of all times your ass could get fired. That's tough.
So I decided to put all of our savings into pursuing a Disney wine glass business.
How much money did y'all have in savings? This looks like mad expensive equipment.
Please stay just 9 seconds to support us through this hardship. And would you look at these Disney-themed glasses, aren't
they? Look nice. They look nice. Please don't tell me someone exposed your husband for actually having a job and you guys are not actually broke.
They cool? Handmade too. They just make me want to stare out a castle window and burst into singing.
It looks so nice. Please don't tell me you guys lied about being broke. There was no reason. You were probably gonna find your right crowd anyway.
Don't you just love stories like this, when someone takes one of life's toughest blows and turns it into something truly magical? I knew that this was a business I had to support, and that's why I headed to her website, Royalty Cups, to check out the full Disney Princess collection.
I don't know if I'd buy something like this though. Bruh, if I'm pouring soda or any type of drink in here, I need all the space. Like, imagine your ice cubes being put in here, bro. The glass is gonna break. Now this, on the other hand, I rock with this design. This is so not optimal. What? A shell as her cup? This doesn't even make sense.
They've got one named after each Disney princess, but I ended up buying the Ariel because of its unique seashell shape and because...
Why? Why?
Because she was actually my first crush as a kid. I couldn't wait to receive it and enjoy a refreshing mermaid martini. But I continue to see her posts show up in my feed promoting these glasses. And when I went to check out her profile...
Is your business doing $1 a month? Because why are you still talking about your husband is broke? Yo, if I'm your husband, I'd be mad as hell. Like, look, okay, I understand you want to sell your cups, but why you gotta plaster me as the broke nigga? You know? Like, maybe one post is cool, show people we're living in an unfortunate situation, but why are you making that the bread and butter?
I noticed that the same reel about her husband has been reposted I don't know how many times. Wait a minute, this one says he was fired 3 weeks after the baby was born. Okay, was it 2 weeks or 3? And didn't she say it was a baby girl? Cause this baby sure doesn't look like a girl. And this isn't even the same dad. How many...
I'm sorry. Did you search up random black men kissing their babies? Did you just search up random black men kissing their babies so you could promote your Disney cups? That's what we're doing? That's how low we stooped?
How many baby daddies does this lady have? I started searching for these men and they've both been ripped off of other TikTok accounts that have nothing to do with wine glasses. So what's going on here? This is when I decide that it's time to do a deep dive into this account, and I learned that for the past year she's been uploading variations of this video multiple times a week trying to get her story out. But at some point this little startup of hers ran into some trouble when she was sued by Disney. And
Bro, one thing y'all gotta realize, Disney does not play. Not necessarily saying that's a good thing, but bro. I mean, I'm glad karma got you though. If you weren't doing this weird ass shit, I probably would have been like, L Disney, who cares? Yo, just let her run her business. But because your ass is scamming other people, your business deserves to get shut down.
apparently she has the doorbell footage of a cop serving her with papers.
I can't believe I was crying like that.
You're the one that had 3 random black men looking broke on your feed so other people could buy your business.
And now she needs help raising money for the legal fees to save her black-owned business.
Now you're using random black women? Now you're using random black women to say Disney is coming after your business?
Gonna have to wait a while.
Okay, why exactly would Disney sue you over these glasses? There's no Disney IP in the designs, and just because Ariel is a mermaid doesn't mean that Disney has the rights to all seashells. Also, why would Disney send a local policeman to serve you? Trademark infringement is a civil matter, not a criminal one. They just write you a letter. And look who he's handing the papers to. They're not even black. So
Yo, bro, he is eating you up, bro. Fight back. Do something. Come out. Address, dude. Honestly, this has to be like the worst thing that could happen to a business. Everything is going good, you're getting your sales, and next thing you know, this man is butchering you on YouTube.
All sorts of confused, and I reverse image search this cop and I can see that he's in all kinds of TikTok videos serving papers to business owners. My gosh, this cop is busy. Here's a guy getting sued by Casio for making custom watches. Isn't that sad?
Oh, I've seen this bullshit. Ew, this shit disgusting.
And here's another angle of our friend getting sued by Disney.
Hey ma'am, Officer Garcia of Westfield PD.
Yo, I can I know AI when I see it. This just screams AI.
Are you Miss Renee Ellis? Yeah. The Walt Disney Company has filed a lawsuit named...
Like, look, that interaction seems so bot-like. There's no way people believe this. Yo, do y'all ever see like a video that's so obviously AI and you look at the comment section and nobody's realizing it? I just get so sad. Like, I'm like, no way. Like, Come on, people, we're better than this. Stop feeding into this because more people are gonna think it's okay to do this.
Disney? The only person who might get sued by Disney is me for sharing these videos that use the song Almost There from Princess and the Frog. I'm starting to ask myself, what did I just buy? I'm scared to find out. You know, anytime you shop online, especially if it's from a questionable website, you should be using a VPN. And
I know I'm not the only one that's good at spotting ads anymore, because y'all gotta do better at integrating it with the video, because this is terrible. This is just terrible.
Different in every single video she posts. These are to this scam. Now, why does this woman look different in every single video she posts? These are three very...
I'm sorry. Did you just put Quinlan in your TikTok?
Now, why does this woman look different in every single video she posts? These are...
This is... Dude, this is actually a famous TikToker. Oh. Okay, now you're just getting reckless. I think you wanted to get caught.
Three very different women. I'll admit, I'm still pretty new to TikTok, but is this normal? Have people abandoned traditional marketing in favor of tugging at your heartstrings and guilting you into buying their products?
Bro, he's better than me. I can see an insane sob story. Guess what? I'm gonna scroll, bro. I'm gonna either put your sob story in 2x speed and maybe do something about it, but most of the time, I'm just gonna scroll. I'm here to laugh, all right? I'm not trying to cry, gang. I'm gonna be real with you. Hey, I hope your problem gets solved, but I'm gonna keep scrolling.
Here's a little fun exercise for you. Go to TikTok and do a search for stay 9 seconds and see what pops up. Here's a poor old man saying that he's about to lose his farm and he wants you to stick around and see the slippers that he's selling to raise money.
Okay, those look like some youthful ass hands on the shoe.
Here's a girl who totally isn't AI generated pleading with you to buy a handmade watch from her.
If you can find it in your heart to give me a share, I would really appreciate it.
Stick around for 9 seconds and hear the sad story about this vet trying to sell his custom military mugs.
Can you guys please stay?
Dude, this is so obviously AI too. Like, it's actually disgusting. It's so disgusting. And you're like forging to be a veteran. This is just nasty. And the fact that there's people that actually believe this. Like, I know there's old heads that really think this is true.
8 seconds to save my failing military mug business.
Or this vet trying to sell some blankets. And what's more embarrassing is that people are actually falling for this. Look at these comments. These accounts are just stitching videos of sad people or this sweet old man who isn't a farmer and isn't selling slippers. He's just on TikTok telling corny jokes.
Why did the chicken cross the playground?
What?
To get to the other slide.
Yo, God, just wrap this up. I'm trolling. That was all right, I guess. That was all right. That was all right.
But what are the people behind these accounts actually selling? Are these products really handmade with love and care by the struggling souls in these videos? What kind of seashell
Wait, what is
handmade
it?
with love and care by the...
Nyla, you're black, go eat some watermelon. No one wants your Christian slippers. I already know she probably forged this comment. Nobody commented this. No one commented this. No one commented. And if anything, you probably made that account so you could comment this yourself.
Struggling souls in these videos? What kind of seashell glass is gonna show up in my mailbox?
Look. By all means, sell religious merch. But putting your religion in some shoes? I don't think that's the best way to promote any religious apparel. Through shoes? You want people to be stepping in your religious apparel? I don't know if that's the best way to go on about things.
That's when I start reverse image searching this thing and I can see an item just like it is being sold by a company called The Simplified Girl, who's also making reels with Disney songs.
Closer, closer.
Seems like all their glasses are the same. So who is the real manufacturer of these? Then I see they're even being sold on Amazon. This one's on...
Yeah, whatever you're ordering is from a random kid off a Temu shop, bro, okay?
almost half the price, and it ships with Amazon Prime. So I placed an order for both, one from Simplified Girl and then one from Amazon, because I want to see them up close. And the Amazon one arrived the very next day. Meanwhile, the Royalty Cup girl whose husband lost his job hasn't even shipped it yet.
Damn.
But let's see what we've got from Amazon.
Okay.
I did a little unboxing review for you and can see that this is a Chinese-made product from a company called Singhao.
And it probably cost them $1 to make.
And it looks about what I expected it to look.
Shit is ugly. Why would you get that? It's just so, like, I'm trying to think of, like, the usage for it. Like, it just, you're barely gonna get like 5 sips of whatever you want in there. Why would you order that one? That actually just pisses me off.
Okay, cool. But I'm sure the handmade ones are better, right? I soon was notified that the Simplified Girl's glass shipped, but check out where it's coming from.
From China?
It had better not be the same glass. It's the exact same glass.
And you pay twice the amount. That's just disgusting.
Please tell me that these are just knockoffs of the original handcrafted black-owned business glasses made with real Disney magic. If only the thing would ship so I could find out. I started wondering if it even would ship, but soon enough I see it moving, and wouldn't you know it, it's coming from China.
At this point, you might as well just get Balenciaga reps, Chrome Heart reps. Like, you shouldn't have spent your money on no fake ass wine glass. Go ahead and spend your money on some shit.
You gotta be kidding me.
If you're gonna order shit from China, let it be some amazing quality reps.
So I write to Royalty Cups on Instagram, the same account posting these sad sob stories begging for business. I said, "Hi, do you know when I can expect my glass?" She asked for my order number and says it's been shipped, and I say, "Where's it coming from?" She says, "Any of our small locations in the US. We notify a closer warehouse to you. They ship it."
So the closest warehouse is from China. Nice.
But due to being a fragile item, shipping is expensive on our end and a little slower. And I'm like, it says it's in China. She says it's on its route. And I'm like,
so yeah, it delivered from America to China, and China did a quality check and they're shipping out to you. That's what it is.
From China? She said, we import materials boxes from there, but the order will be within the US. What does that mean? It's not coming from the US. It's coming from China. It's already been manufactured. And something tells me that the manufacturing process didn't look like this. I then sent her a link to the Simplified Girl, who seems to be selling the exact same glass. Except of course it's a redirect link that I created with Grabify. And because she's not using a VPN, when she clicks it, I can see her IP address and it's in Gatineau, Canada.
Wow. Wow. Interesting.
And this whole time I thought she was running a black-owned business here in the good old USA. Now the website says, while we're proudly an American business, our growing fan base has—
Wait, this is illegal, right? This is illegal, right?
Has allowed us to expand our operations. We now work with trusted partner factories in multiple locations to meet demand while maintaining our high quality standards. Rest assured, every cup is crafted with the same attention to detail and love, no matter where it's made. Yeah, that's a long way of saying made in China.
What was I gonna say? Why did he leak her IP address? Now I understand what she's doing is weird, but this man went out of his way to leak her whole IP address now that I think about it.
We now work with trusted partner factories in multiple locations to meet demand while maintaining our high quality standards. Rest assured, every cup is crafted with the same attention to detail and love, no matter where it's made. Yeah, that's a long way of saying made in China.
Yeah.
She writes back and says that the Simplified Girl is also her, but she prices them differently for different audiences.
What?
So I guess I'm about to get the same glass. So I backed off because I wanted to see what was going to arrive, and nearly 3 weeks later, it came.
It's the same one.
As you can see, it's different.
Huh?
Wow, it's the same size and the same shape, but
okay, that one looks
paint.
cooler.
It's honestly
it's
not
cooler.
bad.
It's cooler.
Except it looks nothing like the thing that I ordered. Maybe I bought the last one from her other company, the Simplified Girl. And here's the really funny part. You can hop on Alibaba and buy these things in bulk for only $4.50 each.
Yeah, they look cheap, honestly. Yo, no one looks at that cup and thinks to themselves, yeah, let me spend $60 on this. You just got scammed, bro.
They even have multiple colors for you to choose from. Meanwhile, this person, whoever they are, is likely running a drop shipping play, paying a couple dollars per glass and flipping them for $55 with a tragic TikTok backstory about how it's lovingly handmade by a poor, oppressed, hardworking artisan.
Damn.
So I follow up with them and I say, hello, thank you for the glass. It arrived. They say, hey, no worries. I hope you like them. I said, oh, so are you the one who started the business after your husband lost his job? Yeah, it is me, but now it's been over a year. Then I said, is this also your company? And I sent her the Alibaba page, the place where she most likely is getting them from. And
no response?
She blocked me after that. I guess I have my answer. I just don't think it's a very good business practice to lie about the origin of your products and elicit sympathy from your customers in order to make a sale. Plenty of people source material from China, and there's nothing wrong with that. You should
be honest.
Be honest about it. In fact, you've inspired me, lady. I'm gonna start a business to compete with you. And if I get enough interest, I'm gonna launch a business called Mermaid Martinis, and I'll buy these glasses in bulk for $4, and I'm gonna undercut you by selling them for $10. And then every time I launch a video, we'll all celebrate with a dirty Dr. Pepper. Well, let's toast to you, Royalty Cups and Simplified Girl. You've shown us how to spot deceptive advertising. I hope Disney doesn't sue either of us, and I'll see you all in the next video.
That was a great video. Yeah, honestly, if you're gonna buy anything, definitely don't buy anything from AI Slop. If you can't recognize AI Slop, just don't even, stop buying products off of sympathy, okay? Do your research, especially when it does include anything that requires sympathy. And for the love of God, if it looks cheap, but before you buy anything, test to see if it's anywhere else on the internet. You might find it for cheaper. But yeah, that does conclude the video. Let me know if y'all ever fell for anything of this. I know I do buy a lot of things from TikTok. Just be smart with it, I guess. Check out the other channels. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that good stuff. YXL for life. Love y'all. And peace. All right, next video. What do y'all want to look at next, chat? Talk to me. Prison life sentence prank. Illegally cheated in sports. 1,000 ants versus obstacles. Serial killers that are still on the loose today. What are we doing next? 2, illegally cheating in sports. Let's get it. Lock in. Hold on, I think he has another video like this. I want to look at the original one. I illegally cheated in sports. I secretly cheated in sports. Which one do y'all want to watch? I secretly cheated in sports, or the latest one? I illegally cheated in sports. What are we doing? Which one? No one, everybody said 2. 4? 1,000 ants versus 1,000 obstacles? Wait, 2 or 4? Which one are we watching? 2 or 4? 2 or 4, which one are we watching? 4? All right, bet. Let's get it. 1,000 ants versus obstacles. Bro, I'm surprised you look at something like this and you don't think to yourself, let me just smush it. Maybe I'm just evil, but if I saw something like this, my first thought would be, damn, I can't wait to step on it to see how much of them I could actually kill.
Videos of ants doing insane things to survive. Like in this one, I've seen videos of ants doing insane things to survive. Like in this one, where they built a boat out of their bodies to survive.
Wait, they could do that? Wait, hold on. But the people on, like, below them, they're gonna get screwed. Wait, there's gonna be people in there that drown, though. And y'all cool with that?
Survive a flood. Or in this one, where they built a dangling bridge out of their bodies.
Wait, okay, how much of them are dead in here? Or are they, like, just holding on until they could, like, maneuver and someone else could just go on it? That's creepy.
To attack a wasp nest. So I was wondering, if I put my 1,000 ants into obstacle courses, will they do similar things to complete them? Or are my ants just not that smart? Well, I just spent hours gathering 1,000 ants out my old ant nest. So I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to put these guys up against their first ant obstacle.
Yo, with all of these insect videos this guy does, I hope his house is, like, safe to go inside. I hope he doesn't have to worry about, like, sleeping and all these insects just getting into his room. Like he has to, he's probably amazing at organizing where all these insects are.
Cool number one is this thing. Basically, what we do is put some massive dead insect food at the bottom, and then we fill it with a bunch of sand to turn it into one of those 2D ant nests. Basically, we'll be able to watch the ants dig out all sorts of tunnel systems in here, and if they actually find the insect food I hit at the bottom, then they'll pass the obstacle and move on to the next obstacles that get harder and harder as the video goes on. Alright, let's not waste any time, and well, let's just do.
Yo, I think I've told this story before, but I'm gonna tell it again. There was a time where I drank a lot of ants. What happened was, I left my 2-liter soda in the ground, and it was dark, and I had ants in my old crib, right? The room was dark, and I was like, ah, man, I'm thirsty. I grabbed the 2-liter soda, and I was chugging it, and I was like, dude, what is that? And I was like, oh, it gotta be the carbonation or something. I looked at the soda, there was a whole bunch of ants in it. Dude, I was like, what the hell? I didn't tell anybody, I was just too ashamed. That was one of the most disgusting experiences ever.
Look at this. Wow, that is very satisfying watching 1,000 ants fall in here. Okay. Now, of course, immediately.
Those look like fire ants. Yo, bro, I can deal with black ants. When the ants look red, that's when I get concerned.
The ants all just started to try and climb the walls of the top area to try and escape. But surprisingly, many of the ants were already starting to dig down that center 2D part of the nest. Oh my gosh, this is happening so fast. Wait, is there already progress on the side of the tank? Oh, I just put these guys in literally like 45 seconds ago. And they've already dug like half an inch down in. What? Yep, and if you check out this time-lapse footage, you can see just how quickly they were getting work done. They literally work like mini drills to dig these tiny tunnels through the sand. But in reality, it's a tiring and grueling process where—
Plus, can they even smell the all the way down? Like, what are they digging to? Do they even know what's gonna be down there? And are you feeding them in between these intervals?
Each individual grain of sand has to be picked up from a worker underground, brought all the way up to the surface through this little hole, and then dropped off at this pile of sand over here. Now, while I was recording this, it was actually getting pretty late in the day, so I decided to turn off the lights and came back the next day to see the progress made. And
guys, imagine all of them just die. How long can ants go without food? Because I swear to God, there's times where my whole room is clean. I'll wait like a month, and then I put a soda and then all of them just come back.
The next day, I came back to the ant nest looking like this.
Damn, bruh! Y'all cleared up that. Y'all ain't even leave a little bit for later.
Yeah. Bro, what? It's been literally like 8 hours. How did these ants build an entire intricate nest? And not only were all these intricate tunnel systems made, but remember those dead insects I placed at the bottom as food?
You know what's my favorite thing? When people put mercury in like ant nests. I think it's very evil, but I think it's cool to see how insane an ant colony could look like. When they put that middle just straight down and then they pick it up and then you see all the formations of it is crazy.
Food. Well, it's safe to say that ants found those too, and it looks like the whole colony had swarmed them and had already started to devour them. And since they got to the insects, that technically means they passed this first obstacle. Congratulations, guys. It happened so fast, I literally—
Hold on, so what are you gonna do with these ants now? Like, how are you gonna separate all these ants from the sand?
Really didn't even capture that.
Unless they're all just gonna die.
On camera. Oh, but this next obstacle the ants are going up against will definitely be caught on camera, because the next obstacle is the tightrope of doom. Yes, you heard that right. And if you're wondering what that is, well, it's this thing. Yup, the ants will have to walk across this extremely narrow tightrope over a pit filled with fire and flames.
Hold on. Okay, what is this made out of? What is this made out of so that it's not gonna burn?
Oh, I gotta put that out. Oh, yep, put that out. Oh, are you gonna go out? No, I'm just kidding. That would be crazy. These are literally my pets. I would never do that, but I will.
Bro, they're ants, okay? They're not like pets in the farm. I'm not gonna think you're a bad human because you're smushing ants, bro. You're a good dude, though. I applaud it.
Be trapping the ants down here if they fall by lining the walls of this pit with this super slippery liquid stuff called Fluon. I know you can't really see this stuff since it's invisible, but basically when an ant tries to walk up on here now, it'll just slip off completely. Yeah, this stuff is super slippery. And you guys are about to see why this challenge gets so interesting in a second. But if you look over at the 2D ant nest, you'll actually see I have a little hole here plugged up with some paper towels. And if you also look here, I got some tubing, meaning I can connect this to the obstacle. So yeah, let's just get this obstacle started. Come on, ants, let's get in here. Immediately after plugging in the tubing, obviously ants noticed and started walking in. I mean, there's 1,000 ants. You can't even get away from them for a second. But that's what makes these obstacles fun, because it only took like 10 seconds till our first ant entered the tightrope of doom tank. Now, to pass this obstacle, the ants quite literally just need to get one of these pieces of it.
Wait, so you aren't cool with killing insects, but you're gonna just smush shit out of You're gonna... Wait, why does it look tasty? Like, I wouldn't consume this, but I feel like as an ant, this gotta be like chicken legs, bro. I don't know why this it just looks delicious from the point of view of an ant. I don't know, this gotta be like a chicken leg, bro. What is this, like a leg?
Insect legs back across the tightrope, which I think might be impossible, but let's see how they do. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the ants started off with some pretty lackluster performance because our first ants that made it to this tightrope didn't actually walk onto it. They kind of just walked around it on the corner of this platform where they just ended up just slipping off. Yeah, come on, guys. What are you doing? But we got 1,000 ants, so I was expecting at least one of these ants to eventually step onto this tightrope. But as tons more ants started to walk into this room, yeah, they kind of all just did the same exact thing. And the pit started...
And watch them, like, start digging tunnels down here.
To get absolutely filled up with tons of ants. Come on, ants. What are you doing?
Bro, you should have just collected all the ants and put them in here. Obviously now, because they all have sand in it, it's going to get much harder to do. But I feel like it would have been much easier to do the actual challenge.
No, I'm just kidding. I think this is actually my fault. And to make them walk across the tightrope, I just gotta fix something. Let me show you how to fix it. Basically, what I did was, first of all, tape 2 extra pieces of string to the tightrope to make it a bit thicker so the ants would feel safer when they walked on it. And also, I rubbed this insect jelly food on the tightrope to make the bridge smell like jelly. And yeah, hopefully this will make them want to walk on it. Now, this worked exactly how I wanted it to, because within the first minute, our first workers actually started to walk onto the tightrope and explored it, just very slowly. But over time, more and more ants started to walk onto it, and it was actually kind of funny because sometimes the ants would literally just be hanging from each other's legs, because there would just be...
Wait, how do ants reproduce? Is it only the queen ant that reproduces ants? So how does that work? Does like one person impregnate the queen ant, or is everyone taking turns? Wait, is the queen ant low-key like Bonnie Blue? Yo, the queen ant is just getting passed around, bro. Now that I think about it. Wow.
Way too many on the tightrope at the same time. Dang, these ants aren't very good at saving their friends. But it didn't take long for our first brave ant.
What does it say? Ants reproduce through a process called nuptial flight, where young queen ants and male ants mate in the air. The queen then finds a suitable nesting site to start a new colony where she lays eggs. Yeah, bro. So the queen ant just be giving it to everybody.
To actually make it to the end of this tightrope. That wasn't even half of the challenge, because now, if you remember, the ants actually got to pick up one of these insect legs and bring them back across the tightrope. And this ant clearly wasn't looking too interested in that, because yeah, he was just completely ignoring them. So I kept waiting until some more ants made it to the side by crossing the tightrope. And surprisingly, one of the ants that made it actually did seem interested in the legs, because he went up to one of them and actually started to bite it. But if you couldn't tell, this leg is kind of way too big for this worker to carry it all by himself. And for some reason, even after...
Yo, that is a real ass ant. He's trying to carry it back to everybody else after he took a little bit of pee. Nigga like me, I would have hit it in the corner and just started munching on it.
Tons of ants made it onto this side. None of them came to help this poor worker move the leg. But this worker had a mission. He knew he needed to take a leg back to the colony. So what he did was he went up to one of the smaller insect legs that he could actually carry by himself, and he actually picked it up and started to walk. Yep.
Oh, nah, he is strong.
Yeah, it wasn't super efficient or anything, but theoretically he could pass this obstacle for the entire colony if he played his cards cards right. And played his cards right, he did, because I'm not joking, he walked straight over to the tightrope, and he might have had an extremely close call where he almost fell off, but somehow he managed to save himself. And then the ant actually started to walk across the tightrope with an insect leg in his mouth.
No, I'm not gonna. No, he's actually him. He's actually him. He's actually him.
Oh my gosh, guys. This is genuinely so insane. I am rooting for you, bro.
What happened? What did somebody put in chat? What happened? Wait, what was said? Hold on, what was said? Salah Trent. That's weird. I got you, Tank. I got you. /mod. I got you. Got you. 1 second. All right, that should be straight.
I mean, you got a long way to go. But guys, the ants were doing so awful up to this point. You could see how many fell into the pit of doom. Bro, this dude, he's just an absolute killer. Yup, literally none of the 1,000 ants decided to help this dude. He was doing this entirely solo. And so he kept on marching, completely ignoring any ants that were—
Okay, y'all better get off of his way. If y'all not gonna help him, the 4 of y'all are practically useless. Just get out the way.
Were in his way. And this dude made it all the way to the end of the tightrope, where he then walked onto the platform to complete the obstacle.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, this ant is insane. Seriously, I gotta name this.
And nobody wants to eat the leg?
Guy, I think I'm gonna name him Anthony. And we're probably never gonna be able to find Anthony again since all the ants look the same. But seriously, everyone spam some W's in the comments for Anthony. That was so insane. And since these guys beat the obstacle, I'm gonna give them the insect's legs as a prize. Thanks.
Bro, most of them don't even want to continue on to the next. Bro, you gotta find a way to remove the sand from the rest of the ants.
Anthony, hopefully you guys enjoy. So I quickly moved all the fallen soldiers back to the 2D ant nest. And well, this colony is now ready for its 3rd obstacle. And oh boy, am I excited for this one. Because guys, these ants are gonna have to break into a vault. Yeah, like a robbery basically. Yup, you heard that right, a vault. For this obstacle, I literally built up a DIY bank vault from scratch out of paper that I knew the ants would probably be able to break into. You can see it's pretty good. Sort of looks like a real vault. And anyways, it's cool because the door actually opens, so I could fill this bank vault with an absolutely insane amount of seeds. Yeah, I put so many seeds in here. Because yeah, apparently seeds are this species of ants' favorite food, so they should—
Yo, chat, I think after this video, I'm going to, after this video, let's go ahead and put the lighter fluid on the actual fire gun, whatever, and then take IG Reels break, and then continue on with the rest of the reacts. I think that's how I want to do it.
Could absolutely swarm this thing. But I got this hot glue gun so I could seal this vault door shut because I got to make this actually a kind of hard obstacle. So let me just go and put some glue on here. Oh yeah, just like that. All right, the vault is completely sealed shut with glue now. So let's see if these ants can actually get the seeds out of it. This is going to be—
Wait, but it has glue in it.
Very interesting to watch. So yeah, I just put it in, and as you can imagine,
I don't even think they're gonna try to penetrate from the glue part. They're probably gonna get the corners.
The 1,000 ant colony immediately started to climb onto it. Especially when things are put into colonies' nests, they need to investigate it to make sure it's not a threat. And with this, I think they pretty much immediately knew it wasn't a threat, because none of them were biting it or anything. And actually, a lot of them were just using it as an opportunity to climb out of the enclosure. That's not good. But yeah, the vault right now is pretty sealed shut, and I don't even think the ants knew that there were seeds inside of here. So nothing really eventful happened.
All right, so go ahead and poke one little dot in it.
Okay, this is not exactly going to plan. I'm just gonna take this box and put it in there. Oh, hopefully I didn't crush any ants. Okay, and then let me scoop up all the ants that fell off. So yeah, I got all those fallen soldiers back into the nest, of course. Well, that didn't exactly work so well, but I kind of knew it wasn't gonna work so well, so that's why I came equipped with this stuff. See, basically, it's a cup of water and a big cup of sugar, which I'm gonna pour into the water. Then basically, I can mix the water.
Wait, that's sugar? Wait, sugar is not white? Wait, sugar is tan? Or is that like a different type of like insect sugar? Or am I being slow right now? Oh, it's brown sugar. Okay, okay.
water and sugar around to make sugar water, which ants love the smell and taste of. And using this paintbrush, I actually just want to go and paint our vault with it. And basically this will make the vault not only taste like sugar, but it will also just make it kind of soggy since it's made out of paper, and it should make it able so the ants can chew through it and stuff and get to the seeds. So yeah, I absolutely just soaked this vault in the sugar water, and without wasting any time, I got this thing in the nest. All right, ants, let's see how you do this time. And oh boy, were things a lot more interesting this time around, because right away, tons more ants were started more biting interested. You can see how after the ants would walk onto the vault, they would just completely stand still. That's because they were putting their mouth up to the paper and were just completely licking all the sugar off the paper. Yeah, this is not really what I had in mind. I thought this was gonna make them want to completely chew through the paper, not lick it, but yeah. So many ants got their fair share of the sugar. However, I didn't see a single ant even trying to find or even acknowledge that there were seeds inside of here. Well, that was until this moment. When you see this hole here, well, just out of nowhere, an ant just came up to it and walked into the
Dude, yo, hopefully he finds his way out, because they not gonna believe him. They not gonna believe him once he tells them what's inside of there.
Hole, and yeah, there was just an ant inside of this vault with the absolute jackpot of seeds. I don't know how this hole got here. I guess maybe the sogginess from the sugar water made it droop or something, but wow. That is crazy. Oh my gosh, wait, I think the ants just completed the obstacle. Let me get all the excess ants off this safe real quick. And yeah, once the extra ants had fallen off, I cut open the vault to see if that ant had actually made it inside. And as you can see, he absolutely had made it inside. Nice. Oh my gosh, bro, your colony has no clue how much you just clutched up for them. Wait, imagine if this is Anthony, that same ant that beat.
That would be crazy. You should have tagged him. You should have put like a little red ink on him.
The obstacle course. That would be insane, but I mean, I don't know if this is the same ant. But anyways, W ant. So yeah, I just went and poured the entire vault's loot pile onto the 2D ant nest. And well, the ants have been rewarded with the absolute motherload of food up to this point. But I've been saving the craziest obstacle for last to really find out how smart my ant colony actually is. And this final one is the floor is lava. Yup, the floor is lava. And thankfully, I already have it built right here. This is the final obstacle. And you may be wondering, bruh, Terragreen, where's the lava? Well, the lava is these strips of red on the floor right here. You see, these are actually extremely sticky pieces of tape. And if the ants try to walk on them, well, they're gonna get stuck, of course.
Wait, so are you gonna remove them one by one? Are you gonna actually remove them one by one? I know when this video is done, he probably flushed them all down the toilet. Let's keep it a stack.
So if the ants want to get to the strawberries that I put at the end of the obstacle, they're gonna have to use one of the 3 tools I provided.
Hold on, why them strawberries look mad juicy?
For them to figure out how they can maybe cross this lava. Or maybe they'll make a crazy bridge out of their bodies to cross it. Who knows? Anyways, I wanted to make sure most of these guys actually participated, so I spent the past few hours individually picking up each of the ants from the ant nest and transporting them into this container. Or at least as many as I can get. The rest are kind of under there. That way, they could be easily transported. But before pouring these guys in, I just want to tell you guys that the Terragreen merch is Thanks for the support so much, and let's get back to doing this crazy final obstacle. Anyways, I wasted no time, and I just dumped the ant straight in. If you can't tell, I actually changed the design of the obstacle a little bit, because if you remember that red tape, well, I actually replaced it with an even stickier and thicker kind of tape.
Damn, bruh! Like, at least let them try to go through the first one. Now you gonna put duct tape on that shit?
To make sure these ants wouldn't be able to just walk across. Anyways, let's see how they do. As you could probably guess, lots of the ants immediately went up to the tape and partially got stuck in the front.
Yo, Kilingo! Kel, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
So don't worry guys, I'll be watching the ants throughout this obstacle, and any of the ants that looks like they get super stuck in the middle, I'll be picking up with these tweezers and moving back to the start so they don't get stuck in here permanently and hurts. Anyways, to actually cross this tape, like I said earlier, I gave these ants different tools, like a pile of dirt, some pieces of string, and even some wood chips to see if they'd be smart enough to actually use these things to their advantage to cross the piece of tape. And while it may look like the ants are not using the tools here, if you look very closely down here,
they're moving the dirt.
They've actually already started to push this pile of dirt onto the tape to make a little bridge that they could walk onto.
Yo, if ants were human sizes, yo, we would all be cooked. Dead ass. Dead ass.
If they keep building up this bridge, they would actually be able to cross this with no problem whatsoever. But right when I was filming this, I actually noticed that an ant had actually been walking across the tape and somehow had made it extremely close to the end. Yeah, I have no clue how this ant just managed to ignore the stickiness of this tape. I guess his legs were just extremely strong or something.
I mean, his legs are now still sticky. I feel like it's gonna take him an hour to get to the strawberries.
Because he got all the way to the end where he had a bit of trouble pulling himself off the tape, but eventually he was able to do it. And wow. Well, this ant just technically passed the obstacle.
And he doesn't even want the strawberries.
Oh my gosh, bro. I didn't even see this ant, but I mean, he just passed the obstacle. I guess that's fair and square. Good job, bro. Why is it the past 3 obstacles, it's been a single ant that's clutched it up for the entire colony? But anyways, I gotta get all these guys off the tapes.
So you're not even gonna give them the strawberries? All of them did all of that for what?
So they aren't hurt at all. So yeah, I got them all picked up into a container and transported them back to their nest safely. All right, because you guys beat it, I'm gonna give you this piece of the strawberry. And because the ants beat all of the obstacles I gave them, I'm gonna be giving them this brand new ant nest. Basically, it's just a bit more compact and it has a cool outworld.
There's no way you're gonna keep this. You're gonna keep the ant colony
on the top, and I think it's just a bit more optimal for them. So I'm gonna go and move them in there.
Anyways, yo, he's a great dude. Yo, he's a great dude. You know what? Hey, yo, ants, I would never have you as a pet. I hate you. And to be honest, I never want you in my crib ever. But you guys are cool. I'll give y'all that. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, join us on Twitch, all them good stuff, all that good stuff, man. Watch it for life. Love y'all and peace. Take off them ads, Salah. How much ads do y'all get? Isn't it 30 seconds an hour? I don't put a lot of ads, bro. I really should be putting a lot of ads, though. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I should be putting a lot of ads. I'm still thinking about how bro was glazing that one. Bro, Fixer, I saw when you first said that in the beginning of the stream. I wanted to laugh. Chat, let's go ahead, get this flamethrower on. We got the flamethrower and the lightsaber. I want to see. I bought some lighter fluid. Give me about 1 minute. No, it's definitely gonna be more than a minute. I gotta see. I gotta get it down. I'll put on some ASMR in the meantime. I'll be back right now.
My turn.
Hold on, what do I put? What do y'all want? What do y'all want? Ooh, what do I put? What do I put in the background? Cardi? I don't want the audio to get muted. Let's go ahead and put ASMR real person scalp oiling. I'll be back right now. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this is my first time actually ever using lighter fuel. I don't know what to do. I'm a little scared. Fuel for all wick type lighters. Extremely flammable. Or fatal if swallowed. Open spout with a coin. I don't have a coin. Yo, bro, I don't have a coin. Shit. Okay, but a fork would do, right? If I have a fork is good. 1 second. Let me go ahead and get a coin. I don't have a coin. I have a fork though. Hopefully that'll do good. Wait, hold on. I got my matcha thingy. Hold on. Hold up. Let me use this. Hold up. Okay. No, this doesn't work. Hold on. Wait, I got it. Wait, what? Open spout with a coin. How though? How? How? I don't have a... Why don't I have a coin? Am I that broke? I don't have a coin? And then, hold on. Press tip of the bottom slot to close. Wait, what? Press, okay, and then, okay. Yo, I don't know how to open this. How do I don't know where to find a coin from. Okay. Is there like a... No, come on. Wait, what if I have a nail clipper. Hold on, give me 1 second. What if I use the nail clipper? If I use the nail clipper, then it should work, right? Okay, I found it. Let's get it, hold on. If I put this through here, then hypothetically it should come up. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, a little bit squeezed out. I don't know if oh my God, that smells terrible. That smells like ass. Okay. Where is the fire extinguisher? Where's my gun? Where's my gun? Where's the gun? Hello? Where's the gun? Okay, people. Lock in. All right, use as little gas to ignite. That's what it says. Use as little gas to ignite. All right. Your chat. If anything happens to me, I love y'all, all right? If anything happens to me, it was nice. It was nice seeing y'all, bro. Dude, hold on. Which way am I supposed to... Why isn't this coming off? It's not coming off. Dude. Oh. Your chat. Where am I supposed to... I'm sorry. Where am I supposed to put the lighter fluid? Does anyone know? I don't know where to put the lighter fluid in. Does anyone know? It says use as little gas to ignite. It says it up top of here. It's not letting me. Where am I supposed to do it? Salah, take this outside. I can't do it inside the crib. Go outside. Wait, I can't do it inside the... It's not like I'm gonna... Lighter fluid should be added to the fuel tank on... Dude, you're gonna burn the house down? I'm not... So if I do it just once, it's gonna burn the entire crib down? I'm gonna do it inside. Why? I don't know how to put the fluid in here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what to do. Is it at the bottom? Dude, I don't know how to turn this on. It's powerful, go outside. Didn't Kai do something like this, or am I tripping? Dude, I don't know how to turn this on. I don't know where to put the... Hold on, okay, maybe I should just check the box. What about that? Maybe I should just check the box. Fuel flow knob. Okay. I'm an idiot. I'm actually an idiot. I'm supposed to buy a propane tank? Dude, I was over here thinking that this shit just needed lighter fluid. You're supposed to buy a whole fucking propane tank? Dude, I'm actually an idiot. Dude, I'm actually an idiot. Honestly, like, wow. Okay, Let me see if I can find the... I'm trying to see if I can find, like, the lightsaber, okay? Okay. I found the lightsaber. How do I put the fuel in the lightsaber? Where do I put the fuel in the lightsaber? Do not tell me this is something else that takes. Do not tell me this is something. Wait, okay, let me check. Okay. Ignition, how to refill. Put upside down the lighter and make the gas input valve up. Huh? Wait, do I have to take this, go outside for safety? I'm not condoning inside, dude. Dude, I'm gonna do it inside, but do I have to remove these screwdrivers? I don't understand. Why am I so bad with instructions? Flame is invisible in the sun. It becomes harmful when carelessly used.
Cheered. 100. Please go outside.
Dude. Why? Even for this? The other one, obviously, I need a propane tank for, so I can't. It's illegal? It's not illegal. It's not illegal. Where'd y'all hear that from? Hold on. If y'all can find me where it says it's illegal, I got y'all. I'll go outside. What is this? What are you linking me?
How to fill your mini saber. First, get a small screwdriver or pen to empty out the air at the bottom valve. Next, get your bottle of butane found at your local hardware store. Press and hold at the refill valve for...
Dude, is it even worth it for me to do all of that just for this? All of that just for this little ass light? You know what? I'll get the fire gun or whatever. I'll get that going out, and then we'll see from there. But I'm not doing that lame ass. No. Never mind. You know what? I'm gonna listen to y'all. That small ass little light. I was expecting that shit to be much bigger. Get that shit out of here, man. All right. Unfortunately, chat, I tried it. It didn't. It's not what I expected. I thought I just needed a little bit of lighter fuel. Boy, was I wrong. Let me go ahead and wash my hands real quick. I'll be back. We're gonna do IG Reels. After IG Reels, I want to do this F students are inventors trend. And then we're gonna finish off with like a react or two, alright? Give me 1 second. Let me just wash my hands. Boom. Alright, let's get it. Lock in. Let's get these IG Reels. Hopefully they still funny. Try not to laugh. Yo, Tank, if you got me, let's go ahead and put the will he laugh? I get 3 laughs. Let's do about 30 minutes. Lock in, bro. Let's see what IG Reels are talking about. If they're not funny, we not gonna do them. Simple as that. Let's get it. All right.
Up your butt school edition.
Wait, what? Yo, appreciate the sub, Jordan. Jaden, thank you, man. What did it say? This minute. Wait, who said you could wash your hands? Huh? I need permission for that, nigga?
Underrated guided date.
That's put a finger up your butt if you've ever used ChatGPT to do something for you before. Put a finger up if you've ever not made eye contact with the teacher to avoid the question. Put a finger up your butt if you've ever made the Eiffel Tower at lunch before.
I'm sorry. What the hell is the Eiffel Tower?
Put a finger up your...
Yo, he was handling that pretty well though, my boy. He was handling that pretty well. Next up. Dude, it sounds like you're getting physically turned on. Like you love going down the hill like this. Hey, to each their own though, alright? Hey, hopefully falling down the hill feels like this. I like Moni. My bad, let me keep going.
That ought to keep him awake.
I don't know what I'm watching. I don't know where this is coming from. Let me go ahead and keep going.
We're going crazy.
Bro went crazy on my meat. What?
On my meat, bro.
Dude, I already know this shit about to taste buns. Is this nigga wearing a Naruto headband? No. This better not be no like Benihana's or whatever. What is this type of food called? Hibachi? Why are like this fake ass Japanese experience?
This nigga got my meat steaming, bro. This nigga got my meat steaming.
Wait, hold on. What is this called, chat? Is it called hibachi? Dude, is it normal to sit across like random ass strangers? I don't know if I'd want that.
Nigga, your butt is out! Your butt is out! Nigga, pull your pants up! Bro, keep it down! Keep it down! Keep it down! Come on!
Bro, how do y'all projectile nut, bro? It never busts from a 45-degree angle. How do y'all do this?
Keep it down! Keep it down! Keep it down!
How do you even get your lotion to do this?
Keep it down! Keep it down! Keep it down! Keep it down! Keep it down!
Wait, what is he actually squirting?
Yeah, keep it down! Keep it down! Keep playing! Yeah, pull your pants up, nigga!
Yo, what is being a streamer even about at this point? Because I mean...
What, was it necessary for you to do that?
Like, I understand he was saying...
I feel like streamers are getting more desperate with clips, bro. I feel like that's the clip he's gonna look back at it and be like, I should have never done that, to be honest. Yo, why is my finger burning? Lighter fluid doesn't make your finger burn, right? Like, you have to actually ignite it. Like, it, right? Okay, good. Good.
Hello?
Yo, Sham NYC, this could deadass be your uncle. This could deadass be your cousin. Why are you laughing at him? You literally look like him.
Is it on?
This would deadass ruin my confidence. Yo, he looks like a One Piece character. I don't know how to describe it, but he looks like one of them NPCs in One Piece. He looks like one of them bot-ass, like, Navy warriors. But where is this man's ears, bro? I see a little piece on the left.
Nah, my nigga, I'm trying to fix my Wi-Fi right now. My glitching.
Gang, he look like you. 101 reflection. I wish I had ears. Okay, no. What am I watching? What it...
I didn't pay for a burnt pizza.
Yo, this nigga is the epitome of like just intrusive thoughts, bro.
I can't take it. I can't take it.
I'm sorry, is he bouncing on dick or is he like stroking something?
I can't take it no more. I can't take this no more, bro.
You meant to call 911 but open Instagram Reels out of habit.
Cause y'all niggas ain't never went in the bathroom and started beating your shit and then a mouse jumped on your nuts, so you had to start getting the nigga.
Dude, this has to be an original thought. What did he say? What?
You never had Wi-Fi and you started beating it with your imagination, nigga?
Y'all niggas never been able to afford a phone, bro, and had to use your PSP that you stole from a lone place to beat your meat.
Nah, you privileged. You privileged.
Nigga, I had to jailbreak my sister's GameCube to beat my shit because I ain't had no money.
Nigga, how the fuck you get porn on a GameCube?
Cause y'all niggas
No, but are they ignoring the first thing this nigga said? That sounds crazy.
You never went in the bathroom and started beating your shit and then a mouse jumped on your nuts, so you had to start getting the
nigga. That's crazy. Why are they even trying to go broke for broke after hearing what he said? He said he literally smashed a mouse. I'm sorry, how big do you have to be? How big do you have to be to wrap a yarn around the food that you're about to drop off? There is no way you think people are gonna look at this and fall for it. And it so happens to go in the direction that you're going. Nah, this is just greedy, bro. You should never love food this much. Sir, unfortunately, an 18-wheeler hauling thousands of sponges, rubber gloves, and Pringles can broke down and was emptied out your front lawn. Wait, what? I don't get the reference.
Talking about struggling? Nigga, what you know about having to dig in your own toilet, take out your shit, and eat it because you...
Y'all could pay out. What am I hearing? No, if that's struggling, bro, I'm glad I've never struggled. What? No, that's not struggling. You're just being disgusting.
What you know about that? Talking about struggling? What you know about having to dig in your own toilet, take out your shit, and eat it because you was hungry? What you know about that?
Was it worth it? Was it worth telling 10 people this? Huh? Now everybody's gonna know you as the poop eater. Like, this is your digital footprint. This is what you're gonna be known for. Bro, let's start using our brains when we say some dumbass shit like this.
Just go whenever you're ready, man.
There's nothing in this world I wouldn't do for Zoe from K-Pop Demon Hunters. Specifically, Sharp Tooth Zoe. You know the look she gets when she's eating things? She could ruin my life.
Dude, you basically just said you want her to just chop your meat off. What are... Yo, we lost the entire plot here. What are we doing?
Fuck? Are you with that Diddy shit? Oh, hell no.
It's not.
He's choking. Somebody help him. Yo, this dude is...
Please don't tell me someone's gonna stroke his ass from the back.
He's choking out here. Yo, somebody help. What are we doing? Alright, he's got him right. Alright, bet. Let's go. Oh.
Okay, that doesn't look all too crazy, right? It's not like he's like constantly humping him without actually using his arms to press up against his stomach.
Huh?
Okay, we lost the whole plot. We lost the entire plot here, bro.
There ain't no high limit. Oh my god. Oh my.
Yo, why are you enjoying that? What do we got going on, bro?
Oh my god.
Dude, it's been out. The food has been out.
It's out, man. It's already out. But he's still inside of him. Oh my lord, bro.
Next up. Dude, this is actually just pissed me off. This deadass pissed me off, bro. I'm so glad my friends would never try some bullshit like this. This deadass, like, now I'm just mad. For eating your chicken fingers, that's the only crime they committed. This is the type of shit that would cause me to move out. I'm not even trolling.
Come on, bro.
Bro, just move out. Genuinely. Pasta with mayonnaise? This is just disgusting, bro.
I too retwist. Do you want to crochet retwist?
Everybody hit it with me, hit the sea line.
At least please tell me you used your belly to collect the coins in the water fountain. At the very minimum.
Everybody hit it with me, hit the sea line.
There's no way. You broke your arm?
See, that's exactly what your big ass did.
Go sit down somewhere. Over here flipping and flopping around.
I bet you won't do that no more. Oh.
Everybody hit it with me.
Oh, nah. Oh my god. Bro, yeah. And now that his video did this well, his ass is gonna keep doing dumb shit like this. That's the problem with the internet. Whenever they see something that gets views for them, they're gonna just keep replicating it.
I was watching a movie with my mom, my brother. I don't know what this movie is, but that's as good as El fucking Sincere. What?
Yo, that gotta be terrible timing, bro. That is terrible timing.
I was watching a movie. Hey, yo.
When you crack into Spanish bit with your meta glasses on to record the moment and she calls you Papi, making the meta glasses genuinely ring up your pops just for him to fry your ass about your little ass dick. Yo, how do y'all come up with these captions, bro? This is a crazy combination of words, man.
Don't just stand there. Grab me another beer. That's my thumb.
I just know this man's a creep. I just know he's a creep.
Fucking trailer trash. Crush their shacks now.
This shit tough in India? Hey. Shout out Scott, man.
Holy shit, does that twink have a boner?
What? What movie could you possibly be auditioning for? This has to be some sort of like auditioning for Tomorrow's Teachings or some darn man shit, bro.
Okay, what the fuck was that?
Bro, what are we auditioning for? Yo, should we search up acting auditions on YouTube and see what pops up? Hold on, let me see. Acting auditions. Let me just search up random acting auditions. Let's do new. Let's see if there's any today. Let's click on a random like acting audition. What is this?
माझं नाव रोशन आहे. माझं वय 16 आहे. माझी उंची 5.2 आहे.
Okay, I think he's just taking a photo of himself. I need an actual acting audition. Yo, why are they all Indian? Can I get... I'm trying to see an actual acting audition. Okay. Welcome to audition. What is this? Give me an actual acting, please. Okay.
सुन, ये सीबी है. अगर तू सोचता है ना.
No, I need to hear it in English, bro. I need to hear it in English. What do you mean that's racist? I mean, I want to hear one that I can understand. Okay. What is this?
Hi, my name is Mitchell Alexander Corley, and I'm represented by Barron Entertainment Group. Okay, then let's address the elephant in the room.
Fucking ass. You is not the new Michael B. Jordan. I'm sorry.
You're fair. What were you doing before Bill got shot? Both of you.
Don't flip this on me.
Answer the question.
That's not bad.
Told you we were going over the case.
Fine. Let's get specific. This living room is almost identical to the one upstairs. Where was Bill standing when he got shot?
He just doesn't look intimidating. I don't know how to. He just doesn't look intimidating. I don't know how to describe it. Let's keep going though.
What? Okay, yo.
I like to shop.
What's your body count?
0. I just got baptized, so it reset.
Love the friend group I got because how do we explain to new people that we... Interesting friend group you got going on. I don't know if that's a friend group that I'd want to be a part of, but hey, to each their own. I don't know. The thought of beating shit to something and then thinking, hey, it would be nice if I had other people do this with me. It's crazy.
Get that on camera, huh?
Go, come on.
Right. Kai is bound. Muhammad's black.
No, he's not.
What the fuck? And you were being recorded. I'm sorry, what's going on? What? Goodbye college, hello Harvard. Say hi to college, buddy. Yo, I don't know what's going on. Yo, get this guy a record deal. Yo, this is crazy.
I was about to curse. I was about to curse yesterday, but then I said, what the fuck? I was about to curse.
Hey, he got Balenciaga track runners. Respect, bro. When Mo ever think the desk is sticky because of some gum, whole time it's me. Yo, I'm sorry, there's no way. I'm not gonna fall for the propaganda that there's people that actually beat their meat in class. There's no way. I'm gonna assume everybody that tells me they've seen someone who did that, or they did that, I'm gonna assume you're just lying to me. There's no way people are actually doing this.
We're all getting fired, bro. We're all getting fired.
Nah. When you go to sleep early in the sleepover and wake up to your homeboys filling you up as a prank. you gotta sue them at this point, bro. You gotta take them to court, bro. You gotta call the cops after this. This footage will forever be here, bro.
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your...
I got 2025 unreleased Lupe Fiasco hit my line. You know what? I actually like Lupe Fiasco. That's not even crazy. When you mid group session and the group chat keep calling.
Nigga, I'm on the phone, no studio, nigga, I'm at home. Why they keep calling, bro? It's on D&D, how you calling the phone?
Dude, there's times where y'all ever get the call like, hey, I'm about to pull up, you're gonna have to help me with groceries, and then you know you have a couple minutes later, so you just go on fast mode. That used to be the type of person I was when it came to calls.
If I should be.
Only you were mine.
Oh, Twitter Lupe. Oh, I'm with it. Yo, let me know, bro. How it feels when you only got one-sided tap.
If only you were mine.
I can't be yours, baby.
I don't even think this tattoo deserves the intimidating part of the song, bro. Honestly, I think you should have just stuck to the more feminine side of the song. Yahuinly, a struggle. What caption is this?
Baby, you know I be on tour crazy.
Hey, bro. You got $1? I knew you wouldn't. You broke ass nigga. You wrong. We got 2 men, by the way, too.
Niggas will analyze your post like this and still not like.
Pull up and made that boy cha-cha.
Are we gonna address the elephant in the room? Hello? Not only that, yo, shout out to the people in my close friends that like every single post. Y'all, everybody has that one friend that just likes everything. Every story post. It doesn't even have to be important. Yo, when I get bread, I got y'all. I'm about to break bread with all of y'all. Shout out to the people that just like every story post. How much baby oil do you think we'll need? That's crazy. How about 3 guys for you? What? Yo.
Bullets all gone, nigga. I don't really care who say stop. There's 4 niggas walking up and it's
4 freshmen approached me for a
just me. Now it's just 3. Now it's just 2. Now it's just me. Bullets all gone. Don't wanna have the stress. She gon'
that little smile you give to old people when they look at you, just so they know you're a polite youth with no gang affiliation. Bro, this man looks like a Disney Pixar character. I don't know why. Yes, he looks like the Chef Alpha Ratatouille. I think this is the most accurate. I'm ready for the next post. Yo, how does your chin even get this fat? Like, sometimes I feel bad for how fat gets dispersed in certain people's bodies.
How tight was that?
I'm so small compared to Gable. I was like, how the hell did you like even fit in there? It's like they fit everybody in there, and everybody was like, it was like busting from this.
And the fact that nobody's calling pause on this is crazy.
Seems.
How tight was that?
How's the corn, Kevin?
When I bring bro on his first 2 men and he genuinely don't know how to act.
It's very good. I mean, it is corn. Wait, what's that one song that goes like, it's corn, a big lump of knobs, it has a juice, it has a juice.
Why he hating on Lil Bro? Lil Bro got vocals, he's singing.
I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. It's corn.
Bruh, he's singing his heart out though.
Yes, I did that too.
Nigga, yo.
Hey, you say I play checkers, you say you play chess. I don't do none of that
shit. I get money and get actual checks. Paper checks. Oh my god.
You see how he tried to explain it? I get paper checks. I get paper checks, man.
Hey, you,
bro, how to reiterate?
You say you play chess. I don't do none of that shit. I get money and get actual checks. Paper checks. Oh.
Yo, get that shit off the airway, dog. That shit was ass. Yo, I'm glad he was even disappointed. He knew immediately that that shit was gonna land terribly.
This ice cream is so gas. Holy cow.
That was funny. That was funny.
You get it? This ice cream is so.
I don't know if it's ever that serious, my boy. You trying to come to Texas? I'll put whipped cream on my shit and then you just... Yo, you need help. You need help.
Bro, what? Bro, that's dick, bro. Bro, that's dick.
Nobody's saying this.
That's dick, bro. What?
That's just ridiculous. Yo, low-key, I could catch myself saying that. That's just mad ridiculous.
TJ on that loud talking ridiculous, bro. They did something in the bathroom, they picked him up, and that was ridiculous, bro.
Yo, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. This shit ridiculous. When me, 35 teen, talks to my mom, 50-something hunk, and she says I'm genuinely and she says I'm genuinely a disgusting failure, but she said genuinely, so I look-y laugh because I got the reference.
I love you.
Bro, this shit is too brain rotted, bro. What am I looking at? What am I reading? This shit's so ridiculous.
Hey, you guys want candy? Huh? You guys want candy?
Yo, we're gonna get raped.
Hey, these old head niggas faking OC. But the rose gold is too clean. God damn. That shit's too clean.
Wait, are we gonna ignore that someone in their car just literally just took a dump? Yo, someone diarrhea in that car, my boy. What are we doing? First 5 wipes, no traction at all. That shit was dripping. Bro, queefed. Yo, what are we saying, bro?
Got these diamonds on my back.
Me playing catch with the elf on the show.
If you with it, then I'm bad. Don't care what these people hollering, I say. Pop your shit, twin. No, I got one cocky. Got these diamonds.
When you gooning, but the dude overly moaning and trying to be the main character.
Shut up, bro, shut up, bro. Shut up, my nigga, shut up.
Bro, that's the problem with y'all. I never pay attention to the dude. Like, the fact that the dude annoys some of y'all makes me think y'all, like, pay attention to the dude. I don't. I never cared about that.
Go for it. Just follow her lead. And don't do any...
Damn.
Just follow her lead.
Yo, yo, I don't even know if he wants to call you big bro anymore. Yo, speaking about that, I seen a meme that resembles JJK. Bro, JJK is boring right now. I'm not gonna lie, this new season has been very boring. The beginning was very nice, but now it's just boring. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm not liking these new episodes. How motherfuckers who be saying the gayest shit act when they actually see a gay guy.
I pray for these baguettes, I pray for better days. I ain't pray for that new vet.
That's facts, that's facts, that's facts.
You need something, man?
Yo, nigga breast steaming hot, yo.
I gotta breathe.
Yo, this man, yo, Rakai is ugly. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, bro, I just know his breast smell insane. Salah, what's the girth meter? 8 inches.
Hey! Oh! What the fuck? You need something, ma'am?
Yeah, I need you to shut
Hey! Oh!
Dad, I'm gay. Dad, I hear breath. I'm sorry. Huh? 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 Yo. Before y'all make a video on the internet, ask yourself in 5 years, are you gonna look back at this video and be like, yeah, this was nice? Cause what the hell was that ending, gang? What are you doing to your child?
Oh, hell no.
Never coming back to 7-Eleven.
Get your ass on, boy. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Why are you standing up to wipe your ass, bro? And yo, to the dude recording this, why are you recording this? Why are you paying attention to another dude's shadow, bro? Yo, that man was digging for gold.
Get your ass on, boy.
We ain't hesitating, bullies. Don't put me in a situation where I gotta step out of character, because I'll show you some colors that you didn't know were in the crayon box.
Get the blazing. I'ma lay him down like he in a lounge. Walk him down. We ain't hesitating.
You're not intimidating.
Break it to you, but Squirt is piss. And Cream is literally discharged.
When she genuinely begging you to find the clip, but you wasted all your ChatGPT uploads on trying to make pictures of your homeboy being pregnant. Real.
Walk shit down, nigga.
Wait, what? Is men planning the first date bare minimum? Wait, do y'all actually do this to try to lure in people to talk to you? I feel like if I care for people to talk to me, this is how I'd go on about it. This is what I do. This is the type of shit I'd get into. But that's if I cared. Who has better gifts, flight or speed? Speed. When my barber talking about some 9 is fine, 8 is great, 7 is heaven, 5 is I'm not, no. When you're genuinely 45 years old working at Taco Bell and your 16-year-old manager says, that's you in 50 years to his homeboy on FaceTime. Bro, I feel bad when people talk down on like certain like jobs, knowing that there's people that work there. Like y'all ever hear someone saying like, oh, I can never work at McDonald's. Whole time, bro, there's people that really work in McDonald's, bro. That's why, bro, I try to be careful with the type of insults I throw out.
You over the age of 18.
POV, the paralyzed decides to slip out on the live with 350 people.
And you want some of that paralyzed dick? You feel me? Oh, God.
No!
You over the age of 18. And you want some of that paralyzed dick? You feel me? Oh, God.
Wait, did he actually? Oh, no. I thought this was a skit. This actually happened? Huh? When you at your son's baseball game, but you see the Bonnie Blue Bing bus drive by. Yo, genuine question to all the guys in my chat. If Bonnie Blue actually came up to you and said, let's do it, are y'all doing it? I wouldn't. I'm sorry, I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't, bro. A lot of y'all are telling me no, but I know in reality, if y'all got the chance, y'all would. I know how y'all are. Y'all dead ass lying in my chat right now. I know y'all would.
I'm about to clout.
Bro, what type of laugh is this?
What? I'm about to clout.
When no one in the bathroom as you walk in, so you low Kirk in there 7 you and Lee get to pull your meat out extra early. Oh, this is a great feeling. Okay, not that early. Usually it's like halfway to the urinal. When I put my dick in my blonde girlfriend's hand and she started talking about some pinky promise. Okay then.
Hey, bro. You got $1?
No.
I'm not laughing.
There isn't a single N in that message, bro.
It's not doing it. I got it. Dear Drac.
Is this real? This is actually in the movie? Which barrack you cracking? One and I'm not pulling out. Oh my god. Get your money up and stop being a hater, bro. You're worried about another man's life. They're saying you're a predator. The hate is real. Get your money up before you come my way. Yo, bro, they're saying you're talking to a minor. What? What type of response is that? Yo. What? I'm sorry. I gotta cleanse my eyes after these reels, bro.
How many times do a woman have to say no for you to be like, oh, wow, she real serious about it?
Once. They say no, bro. I'm out.
Twice. I'm not like, I don't want to push it. But no. No mean no.
You say no once, I'm good.
Good?
She gonna have to call the cops, man.
That's not funny. I'm sorry, that's not funny. I'm sorry, that's not funny. I'm sorry, that's not funny, bro. That's not funny, bro. Yo, what is wrong with that man, bro? Get his ass gone. Please tell me they gave him a different type of question. Please tell me they gave him a different type of question. And then they just kind of cut it and edited it to make him look bad. Because that sounds crazy. What? When a doctor asked if I get cracked, but I'm a crippled vegetable who can't give or take.
Get off my. If you were born as a vegetable, tell me why you would choose to be gay on top of that. Bro got nerfed twice.
Anytime getting cracked, you have to beg girls to get cracked for it.
Mommy, jawbreaker girl, can I please play with your curry cannons?
What? You know what? Yo, he won. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, he beat your ass, bro.
I'd like a glass of water.
I'd like a glass of water.
All right, let's go ahead and finish this, bro. Anyways, hold on. We got the fun police here. Oh, shit. Let me go ahead and get a longer timeout, please. How do I time out people for longer? All right. Anyways, YouTube, that does conclude the end of IG Reels. That was very funny. Let me know if y'all want more of these. Make sure you catch the streams. Join us on Twitch. Like and subscribe. All that good stuff. Likes are for life. Love y'all. And peace. All right. Now that we got that done, let's go ahead, chat. Let's end off with 2 more reacts. And let's call this a stream. All right? Tomorrow's going to be a majority gaming. What do y'all want next? Prison life sentence prank gone wrong. I illegally cheated in sports. Serial killers that are still on the loose today. What are we watching? 1, 2, 3. What are we doing? 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm seeing a lot of threes. Let's go ahead and end it with 3. I think 3 is going to be the last video we're going to do today. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to reach the 4-hour mark by the end of it. Lock in. All right? Serial killers that are still on the loose today. Lock in.
Vending machine killer. Vending machine killer.
What could this possibly mean? What could you be doing to them vending machine snacks to actually kill somebody?
On April 30th, 1985, a 45-year-old truck driver stopped near a vending machine in Fukuyama, Japan. He was exhausted from work and was looking for an energy drink to help him power through the rest of the
Don't tell me you're hiding behind vending machines.
day. When he approached the vending machine, however, he noticed something surprising. A bottle of Oranaminsi energy drink was already in the pickup tray. Thinking he'd lucked down on a free drink, the truck driver wasted no time chugging it down.
So you're just putting up poisonous snacks at the end of vending machines just so people could grab. That's actually so terrible.
What he didn't know was that this would be the last drink he would ever taste. Instead of the refreshing feeling he was looking for, he felt something horribly wrong with his body. A bitter, burning sensation quickly spread throughout his throat, followed
Do not tell me it's acid.
by an intense wave of nausea. It wasn't long before he was lying on the road in excruciating pain. He was rushed to a nearby hospital where doctors discovered a lethal amount of paraquat dichloride in his system.
I just want to know, how evil can you be as a human being to be this bored to do some shit like this? And I know bro was probably happy as hell when he saw a free bottle of drink. I feel like this is something anybody would fall for too.
Paraquat is an herbicide that was quite common in Japan at the time. More importantly, it's also highly toxic to humans. When ingested, it can lead to severe nausea, throat inflammation, internal chemical burns, and eventually death. This is also why it's been banned completely from over 70 countries to date. Unfortunately, despite knowing the reason for his illness, there was nothing the doctors could do to save his life. There's no antidote for the deadly chemical today, let alone back then. So, after hanging on to his life for a month, the truck driver passed away on the 30th of May, 1985.
Damn!
At first, investigators assumed that given the nature of his work, he might have accidentally encountered the toxic substance while on duty. However, after reviewing his haul records, they found no trace of this herb.
Yo! I feel like, now that I'm watching these videos how people could die due to like pills or like food, now I'm scared of the things that I purchase, especially when it comes to the grocery store food and vending machine snacks. What do you mean there's people out here that are just randomly just poisoning things, bro?
Herbicide or anything remotely linked to it. This left them with only one conclusion. The chemical was mixed into the drink he consumed just moments before collapsing in agony. But with no leads or concrete evidence, they couldn't determine whether it was a murder or self-inflicted act, resulting in the case getting shelved for the time being. Now, while this might sound absurd today, you have to understand that paraquat was readily available in the country at the time. You didn't need any prescription or identification to purchase the chemical, leading to over 1,400 people using it as the poison of their choice in
1 year? In 1 year, that much amount of people wanted to go away? Here's the thing about Japan. I'm not gonna, okay, y'all know I love Japan. I visited Japan twice. It looks like, it doesn't look like, it's an amazing country. To think that something that looks so cheery and joyful as Japan could breed so much people that want to end their lives goes to show, bro, there's something about Japan I feel like we don't know.
1984 alone. In other words,
I think, wait, for Japan, don't people overwork themselves? That's why, bro, I feel like with Japan, I'd love to visit it. I'd never want to live in Japan, though. Or work in Japan.
The possibility of it being self-inflicted was just as high. However, just as the investigators were about to give up on this case completely, they received tragic news. Another person had fallen victim to the same poison after consuming Oranaminsi on the 5th of September.
Damn.
Then another 6 days later, and
yo, why are y'all putting it in this drink? Yo, dodge this weak ass drink, bro. It doesn't even look good.
Or 2 weeks after that. By this point, it was clear that someone was deliberately poisoning vending machine drinks across Japan. This was the work of a deranged serial killer. Unfortunately, this supposed killer was also extremely thorough. He didn't leave any fingerprint or DNA evidence on the drinks he tampered.
Yo, how do you even? Okay, he's probably just placing them here, right? It's not like he's putting them back in the vending machine. He's just putting them down here. All right. Wow. Okay, I'm assuming these drinks have like tamper-proof caps. Is nobody looking at them?
With and only targeted vending machines with no CCTV cameras nearby. As for why his victims willingly drank the unknowingly poisoned drinks he left behind, that had to do with the buy one get one free promotion Oranaminsi was running around the time to entice younger consumers. However, since some people only wanted the one drink, they often left the second free drink near the vending machine as a gift for the next person. This was common enough that people didn't find the laced drinks suspicious and drank them without a second thought. Sadly, this method was terribly effective. By the end of the year, this mysterious vending machine killer had claimed the lives of 12 victims and had severely injured 35 more.
Wait, hold on. So did he just stop or did they catch him? I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they also should be having cameras in these vending machines. Especially if they know that people could perhaps poison them.
But as I mentioned earlier, this killer was a master of hiding his tracks. He operated all across western and central Japan, as well as Tokyo, making it near impossible for investigators to pinpoint his location. The lack of evidence also made it difficult to figure out his motive. Some speculated that he was doing all this to extort money from Otsuka Pharmaceutical, the company that made Oranaminsi. This is because in 1984, a group called the Mystery Men with 21 Faces threatened to poison food products unless the companies paid them money. So some believed that the vending machine killer was a copycat and—
Wait, why do y'all feel entitled to receiving their money? Like, what have y'all done for the company for y'all to want to get their money? And why do y'all choose these specific companies? There's so much food you could poison.
Wanted something similar. However, this theory didn't last very long because Otsuka Pharmaceutical didn't receive any demands or extortion letters from the perpetrator. Additionally, the killer also began using other drinks, like the drink Real Gold and even Coca-Cola.
Get your fucking hands off Coca-Cola. Alright? The mid-ass drinks, you shouldn't be poisoning anyone, period. Coca-Cola, I'd be damned. Yo, that's shit that I'd get. Don't ever play with my Coca-Cola or Dr. Pepper. Or else I'm gonna find you myself. Don't play with me.
Hiroaki Iwao, a Tokyo professor of criminal sociology, proposed a more disturbing theory.
Reminds me of the whole Tylenol poisoning. We just looked at that, by the way.
Regarding the killer's motives. He stated, "It is not uncommon for Japanese who live under tremendous pressure, both on the job and in overcrowded communities, to let out their frustrations by hurting someone else. The person responsible may even wait around to see who buys the poisoned drink. He or she may find this is a kind of exhilarating release from the tensions of life in Japan." But even if this was the truth, it still didn't bring investigators any closer to catching the suspect. Left with no other options, the authorities turned to the public and launched a nationwide campaign on the 27th of September. They placed signs and distributed leaflets telling people to avoid suspicious free drinks and to properly inspect the cap seals on their beverages before consumption.
Yeah, I think, that's the most important thing. If the drink you're drinking doesn't have any like seal or like it opens up way too quick, don't drink it. Even when you, obviously I don't think you should accept drinks from any strangers, but if you're opening it and you can already see it's tampered with, do not drink it. Just don't.
They also instructed vending machine owners to investigate their stock for any anomalies and told chemical shops to monitor their customers more closely. It's unclear how effective this campaign was, as the number of victims kept increasing even after its launch. But then something unexpected happened. On the 17th of November, the murder spree stopped completely after the death of a 17-year-old girl. She was the only female to have died from the poisoning. It's possible that the person who committed these atrocities had a moral code against harming women, though that's nothing more than a baseless speculation. Due to the complete lack of evidence, the vending machine killer was never identified, cementing this case as one of the most chilling, unsolved mysteries in Japanese history.
Bro, I feel like this is some shit I'd fall for. Look at, one thing about Japanese people, they know how to do packaging correctly. Do those drinks not look tasty? Huh? Look at that shit. Look at it. Look at it, bro. Like, I feel like I just deadass just drink everything in here. There's not a single drink in here that I just wouldn't drink.
Little Rock serial stabber. On April 11, 2021, the Little Rock Police Department received a distress call from South Pulaski Street regarding a potential homicide. When they arrived at the scene, they found a middle-aged woman lying on the street with stab wounds all over her body. This woman turned out to be 41-year-old Deborah Walker.
R.I.P.
She was homeless at the time and was living on the streets when this incident happened.
Yo, people that just go out and bully homeless people, it just does not make sense to me. I don't think you should be bullying anybody, but looking at someone in an unfortunate situation and thinking to yourself, yeah, let me go ahead and just kick them while they're down. That's just a whole nother level of evil. Shit makes no sense.
She was quickly taken to the hospital where medical staff discovered that she had been stabbed at least 15 times. Despite lying on the street, bleeding for what may have been hours, she miraculously survived and managed to regain consciousness the same day.
Amazing.
Investigators also visited her in the hospital to gather any information she could provide about her attacker. Unfortunately, she was attacked somewhere between 1 and 4 a.m. It was still dark outside, and all that she saw was that her attacker was a tall, African-American male with a slender build.
Dude. Anytime I see news and it comes from my own people, I'm just like, that's such a disappointment. But I'm pretty sure that's how anyone feels when they hear their own race being mentioned in any like bad light.
Now, in most other similar cases, such limited information would hardly be enough to generate any leads. But in this instance, the description Deborah provided left the investigators in disbelief. That's because her attacker's profile closely matched the perpetrator of another incident that took place about 8 months earlier in the surrounding area. The victim of that incident was 64-year-old Larry Eugene McChristian.
Is he black? I've never seen someone that looks so racially ambiguous in my life. Like, I feel like he can pass as black, but it's like I don't know.
He was living in Little Rock with his daughter Sarah, who was on probation at the time. On the 20th of August 2020, he had a medical emergency and was taken to the hospital in an ambulance. He was discharged from the hospital the next morning. However, when the hospital staff tried to contact Sarah so she could pick him up, she wasn't answering her phone. So they gave Larry the information about a nearby homeless shelter and a bus token to get there. Later that day, Sarah came to the hospital looking for her father, only to learn that he'd been discharged hours ago. She then reached out to the homeless facility Larry was told about, but they didn't know anything about his whereabouts either. The only option she had was to file a missing persons report and wait for the police to find Larry. 2 days later, on the 24th of August, Sarah received the call she was waiting for.
What?
Tragically, it wasn't the news she had hoped for.
Ended
According
himself?
to the official report, the Little Rock Police Department found Larry's body on South Gaines Street at around 2 a.m.
Damn.
They identified him by the hospital discharge papers he had on him. More importantly, he had multiple stab wounds on his body.
Yo, I wouldn't wish death upon anyone, especially getting stabbed to death. That just looks like it's terrible, bro. Cause it's like, it's one thing trying to escape from them, but obviously getting stabbed multiple times. Oh my God. Do you, okay, this is gonna sound like a dumb question, but do you guys think they feel the pain of getting stabbed? Or do you think their adrenaline rush hits so hard that they don't really feel the pain? And it's more of like a blood loss thing. Cause you know how like when people get shot, they don't necessarily feel the bullet? Or like they feel like it's just like very hot.
And was unfortunately already dead by the time the police arrived. His death was declared a homicide, and the investigators began looking for clues almost immediately. This proved quite impossible at first, since there were no witnesses, and there wasn't anything that could be used as evidence at the crime scene. However, after inspecting the surrounding houses, they had a major breakthrough. The CCTV camera outside a nearby house had captured the suspect walking down the street when suddenly he spots Larry and begins walking towards him. After committing the crime, he tries leaving the area only to stop, go back, and stab Larry one last time before.
Yo! Hey, yo, this guy's going to the worst hoe ever. What do you mean you stabbed someone multiple times? You're about to flee the area and you said, you know what? Honestly, could have got some more on the neck. Let me go back. Catch this man immediately, bro. Oh my God. And judging by the title, they haven't caught him. This is terrible. Yo, Dexter, make this the intro, bro. This is crazy.
Before fleeing. As mentioned earlier, this man matched the profile Deborah gave to the police, leading investigators to believe she was attacked by the same person. While looking into older cases, they also connected the same killer to another murder that happened in the area on September 23, 2020. The victim of this incident was 62-year-old Jeff Welch, another homeless man who was living in an abandoned home. On the morning of that day, Jeff's friend found him on the porch of his house with a stab wound on his neck. By this point, the investigators knew they were dealing with a deranged serial killer.
Dude.
However, just as they uncovered the connection between the three attacks, another tragedy unfolded. On April 12, 2023, a day after the attack on Deborah Walker, another one of his victims was found on the Wright Avenue overpass.
Bro, at this point, everybody that lives in nearby needs to move. I'm sorry. Soon as I hear that there's 3 people that got killed the same way, I'm leaving. I'm not looking back.
The only thing in common with these 4 attacks was that they all involved homeless individuals.
Yeah, what do you have against... I'm sorry, what do you have against homeless people of all people? Like, their lives are already, like, so unfortunate, and you're just trying to make it worse.
And they all happened between 1 and 4 a.m. There seemed to be no clear pattern on how the perpetrator selected his targets. This left the Little Rock community terrified to leave their homes, fearing they might become the next victim of the serial killer on the loose. After realizing the potential danger of this situation, LRPD began spreading awareness about the man who is now being referred to as the Little Rock Slasher. They also turned to the public to ask for any information they could provide on the matter.
20K only? Y'all are not serious, bro. Up the price. Make it 250K, bro. I've seen crazier One Piece bounties. What are we talking about?
And even announced a $20,000 reward.
We also need your help. If you have seen anything suspicious or have surveillance cameras on your homes or businesses in this area, please contact us at 501.
Unfortunately, despite having CCTV footage of the suspect, the Little Rock Slasher was never caught. The case remains a mystery to this day. Or at least that's what the official reports say. While research...
Bro, so y'all seen 4 people end up dead the same way. And none of y'all could catch them? Y'all literally have CCTV. Is it that hard to catch a murderer? Plus it's 2021.
In this case, I came across an Arkansas-based blog called the Snarky Media Report. The authors of this blog did their own investigation into the slasher case, and what they found was shocking to say the least. Put simply, they claim to have found the true identity of the killer after talking to multiple locals and Deborah, who, according to their blog, already knew the identity of her attacker. They also uncovered many details about this supposed killer, including his criminal record, which reveals that he has already served 2 prison terms.
Yo. Bro, I need to put some eye drops on, bro. Dude, I don't know why my eyes get so red. Let me go ahead and put eye drops real quick. Why is it red, bro? I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. I think obviously my sleep schedule was 1, but tomorrow's the last day I'm fasting. So obviously I could fix that, I think. But I don't know, my eyes just get red. Let me go ahead and put some eye drops, and then I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna finish this video. Ugh. Hold up. I thought today was gonna be the last day. It turns out tomorrow is. I got a booger on my left nostril. Go ahead and pick that out. Ugh. Woo. All right. Ugh. All right. Let me go ahead. Let that settle in. All right. Hold up. All right, log back in. Woo! All right. Who's under the table? Reyes. Let's finish the shit. Let's log in. Let's get it.
In Arkansas for felony convictions of domestic violence. Also, his history with drug abuse and how it made him very agitated and violent. The authors of this blog also claim to have contacted the alleged killers.
That is a ugly ass house. Bro, sometimes I'd be questioning who the hell makes these houses. What type of material is this? Did you even try? Like, this colorway has to be the ugliest randomized colorway I've ever seen.
Previous landlord who gave them this image of the perpetrator. Which begs the question, if they know so much about the slasher, including his legal name, why didn't they give this info to the police? That's where the case goes from creepy to bizarre, since, according to them, they've already given everything they had to the relevant authorities. Despite this, the Little Rock police didn't make any progression in catching the serial killer. Snarky
Did he just disappear, or what's the word?
Media also published a video of the Little Rock mayor and police chief refusing to—
Unless they're trying to get rid of the homeless people in the city, and they thought the best way to do that was to stab them. That would actually be really dark.
To answer questions about the case. This seems to hint at something incredibly shady going on behind the scenes. That said, there's no way for me to confirm if the authors of the snarky media blog are telling the truth. For all we know, their whole investigation is made up, and this is just some random guy who has nothing to do with the 4 attacks, and it's all a ploy to make the Little Rock Police Department look bad. Most of the information they've gathered seems to check out with what's released publicly by the authorities. The only discrepancy in their investigation is the age of the suspect. Officials believe the slasher to be young, possibly in his 20s, but the authors of this blog state that the person they found was 46 years old. Unfortunately, this is where the leads end. Whether snarky media is telling the truth or not remains uncertain. What is certain, however, is that the case remains unsolved to this day.
You would think at the very least that they'd question him. At the very least.
The Little Rock slasher is likely still out there and can continue his murder spree at any moment.
Don't be homeless. I guess that's the advice I'd give y'all. And if you're gonna be homeless, don't live in Arkansas. RIP to all the victims.
Thanks to Trade Coffee for...
That's a crazy way to put your advertisement, your sponsor. Yeah, 4 people just got brutally stabbed. Anyways. Arc rate. What's that one game called? Shadow Legends. That's what it's called, right? Shadow something. What's that one app called? Shadow Legends? Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the Raid Shadow Legends sponsor. Thank you for sponsoring this video. Okay. Smiley face killer.
On February 17, 1997, 21-year-old Patrick McNeil went out with his friends. He spent the evening out drinking with his friends in the Dapper Dog Bar in Manhattan. During this time, he likely drank more than he could handle, resulting in him throwing up in the bar's bathroom.
Bro, I could never see myself drinking, bro. Even if drinking wasn't a sin, I know myself I would not drink.
But before leaving in a highly unstable and disoriented state. Patrick was then seen turning left onto 90th Street, heading in the direction of the East River. This was the last time anyone would see Patrick alive. Following this night out, Patrick vanished into thin air. Despite extensive efforts, authorities found no leads or clues to his whereabouts. That is until April 7, 1997, when Patrick's lifeless body was found in the East River 50 days after his disappearance.
Damn!
Duty Sergeant of the NYPD's Special Investigation Division, Kevin Gannon, was called to the scene to assist with the body's recovery and examination.
Okay.
Kevin had been a seasoned detective for years, and by this point, there was little that could surprise him. However, the circumstances surrounding Patrick's death disturbed him to his core.
What happened?
The more he looked into it, the more strange the situation became. For instance, Kevin noted that Patrick's body wasn't decomposed enough to have been floating in the river for a week, let alone the past 50 days.
So they discovered my man's body a day later?
He also found burn marks on Patrick's body, hinting at the possibility of him being restrained prior to his death.
Okay.
Kevin knew that something wasn't right. Unfortunately, due to the complete lack of evidence pointing to the contrary, Patrick's death was ruled as an accident.
Bro, this is creepy. The thought that there's still people that could get away with murder in recent times. How easy do y'all think it is to get away with murder from 1 through 10? I'm actually curious. 2? Depends on where you live. Fair. I feel like it's like a 3 or a 4. Because sometimes I'd be thinking like, wow, there's still people getting murdered in these past couple of years, and the crime still goes unsolved.
Kevin kept thinking over this feeling for the next year before coming across a case that reinforced his suspicions even further. On February 13, 1998, another body was found in the same stretch of water. This body was later identified as 22-year-old Lawrence R. Andrews, who had gone—
Wait, so let me get this straight. Y'all found a body near the river, and none of y'all thought it would be smart to install cameras there for future reference? Just in case someone else thinks it's okay to dump a body there?
Missing on New Year's Eve.
Well, it is 1998, I guess.
After celebrating the event with his friends in Times Square. After getting on the case, it didn't take long for Kevin to notice eerie similarities between the two cases, as both bodies were found within yards of each other. Both of them were also young Caucasian males and were on track to have successful careers. They both disappeared in one of the most crowded cities in the world without any trace as well. Most importantly, Kevin also found similar oddities in both cases, where the bodies were a lot less decomposed than they should have been, and there were burn marks indicating possible restraints before their death. Lawrence's case prompted Kevin to look for other similar cases across the US. He enlisted the help of fellow detective Anthony Duarte and a criminal justice professor, Dr. Lee Gilbertson. Together, they began investigating these cases, and soon a chilling pattern began to emerge.
What?
In total, they found 45 different instances of young men dying under shockingly similar circumstances.
Okay, so when serial killers actually murder people, what thrill do they get? Like, what type of happiness do they get from it? Is it like the happiness you would get from like buying a house, falling in love? What correlation of happiness do they get? Because that's insane. Because obviously, if you're ending more than 40 lives, you're in love with this shit. It gives you a thrill. That's crazy.
Patrick and Lawrence. Most of them went out for a night of drinking, became more intoxicated than usual, disappeared shortly after, and were later found dead in some body of water. Almost all of them were also Caucasian and on track to have a high-paying career like engineering after college. Most disturbingly, however, they also found graffiti of smiley faces near the bodies of at least a dozen different victims. This led to the 3 investigators creating the smiley face murder theory. According to this theory, these 45 and possibly many other deaths from the 1990s to 2010s weren't accidents in the slightest. Instead, they were murders committed by a single deranged person or an organized group of serial killers. This is the only logical explanation.
That's scary to think. A group of serial killers? Just one of them is already terrifying enough. A bunch of y'all are that lifeless to the point where you guys are all committing murders. That's chilling.
They could find to justify the many oddities and similarities in these incidents. That said, while this theory makes complete sense to some people, others aren't convinced one bit. Criminal profiler Pat Brown, for instance, called this theory ludicrous. She believes that the idea of connecting smiley faces, one of the most common graffiti symbols, with murders is just absurd, stating,
"That's not crazy, bro. What are you talking about? You don't find smiley faces near deaths all the time."
It's not an unusual symbol. If you look in any area 5 miles square, I bet you could find a smiley face. The FBI also completely denied this theory in a statement, reading, "The FBI has reviewed the information about the victims provided by 2 retired police detectives who have dubbed these incidents the smiley face murders and interviewed an individual who provided information to the detectives. To date, we have not developed any evidence to support links between these tragic deaths or any evidence substantiating the theory that these deaths are the work of a serial killer or killers. The vast majority of these instances appear to be alcohol-related drownings." However, despite these setbacks, the 3 men have stuck with their theory. They're still working on finding evidence to back their observations.
And look how old they are. Damn, bro. Bless them. I hope they find it.
That said, if their hunch is correct, it would mean one of the most wicked serial killers in American history is still at large today.
Wow. R.I.P. to all those victims, man.
I-70 killer.
You're murdering people on the street. Oh my god. Boy, appreciate that sub, my boy. I appreciate that, gang. Thank you so much for the sub.
Robin Fuldauer was a 26-year-old Indiana University graduate who was working at an Indianapolis Payless shoe source store near I-70.
Wait, is Payless still a thing? There's no way, right? Is Payless still up? I remember my first shoes coming from Payless.
70 in 1992. The 8th of April was supposed to be her day off. However, just as she was getting ready to relax at home, the employee who was supposed to man the counter called in sick. Left with no other options, her manager called Robin and told her to cover the shift instead. Robin wasn't very happy about this emergency shift change, but she reluctantly agreed, arriving at the store at 10 a.m. and starting her shift as usual. Unfortunately, her day was about to get a whole lot worse. Everything seemed normal until 2 p.m. when the manager called the store for a routine check. To her surprise, Robin wasn't picking up the phone. She kept trying for a few minutes before giving up and calling the Speedway gas station neighboring the shoe store. One of the gas station employees, a friend of Robin's, went to the Payless store to see if she was doing okay. However, what she found inside left her confused. The store was in slight disarray and some of the shoes were missing from the shelves. The cash register was also open and there was no money in it. Most concerning of all, there were no signs of Robin anywhere. Her friend called out Robin's name, hoping she was just in the back.
Of all places you want to steal from Payless? I don't think people are going to Payless to drop bands, bro.
Back and would respond. But when she didn't hear anything from Robin after minutes of standing in the store, she became worried and called the police at around 2:20 p.m. The cops arrived within minutes and began searching the store for clues on Robin's whereabouts. And it wasn't long before they made a devastating discovery. They found Robin lying in the store's back office, covered in blood. It was already too late. During questioning, an employee from the store across the street claimed to have seen a strange man loitering around the shoe store a couple hours earlier. According to this employee, the man sat on the curb for about a half hour, rifling through his bag and staring at the Payless store. They then saw the same man a few minutes later trying to hitch a ride back to Interstate 465, which was about a quarter mile from the store's location.
Wait, is he just going on this interstate to just find any stores to just end people's lives?
Unfortunately, they were too far away to get a good look at the man's face. Given the money stolen from the register, and without any other leads, investigators filed this as nothing more than a robbery gone wrong. However, they couldn't have been more wrong. Because just 3 days later, something similarly tragic happened to
Please don't tell me it's another Payless.
23-year-old Patricia Smith and 32-year-old Patricia Makers.
R.I.P.
The two were working at a bridal shop in Wichita along I-70. The incident happened a little past their usual closing time as they were waiting for a customer who had a pickup.
A bridal store? Like, how does he even choose which locations that he wants to do his murders? This is just random. And I feel like a lot of the times when people, when serial killers have a certain victim, or when serial killers kill somebody, they usually get victims that kind of are similar. You know, like with Jeffrey Dahmer, it was a bunch of gay dudes. With some serial killers, they just want just women or just homeless people. What infatuation do y'all got with just killing one archetype of people?
When they saw a man approaching the store, they assumed that it was the customer. However, this man drew a gun on the two after entering the store, took them to the back, and executed both with shots to the back of their heads. As the killer was leaving the store, he crossed paths with the actual customer the girls were waiting for. Without hesitation, he aimed his gun at the man and ordered him to head to the back of the store. But the customer defied his command and ran, narrowly escaping with his life. He later helped the police draw a sketch of the killer. Unfortunately, the sketch didn't provide much of a breakthrough. By this point, the authorities were certain they were dealing with a serial killer, but despite their efforts, the killer's spree continued.
Dude, and y'all got a make for his face? Y'all have a witness and y'all still can't find him?
By May 7th, he had taken 3 more victims in small, low-traffic stores along the I-70 highway. By the time investigators managed to compile a few more sketches, the I-70 killer stopped his quest and went into hiding. That is until 1993, when he claimed 3 more victims along I-35 in Texas. He tried to hide his identity by changing his weapon, but the investigators were quick to notice the similarities. One of his victims, Vicky Webb, also managed to miraculously survive after getting shot in the neck. If he were ever caught, Vicky's testimony would have been crucial in bringing him to justice. though the I-70 killer was never found and the case went cold for nearly 3 decades. However, then in 2021, investigators released CCTV footage of a murder that happened in 2001. The suspect in this footage looks strikingly similar to the I-70 killer sketches, potentially giving authorities the lead they need to finally catch him.
But y'all still don't know the name. Y'all still don't know the name.
Of time before he runs out of places to hide and is captured. But for now, he's still out there, evading police and leaving the case unresolved.
Yeah, man, I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like you can't get away with murder, but sometimes the way some of these criminals make it seem is like it's easy. I don't know. Let me know which case you thought was the craziest. Let me know if you know anything more about these. Make sure you guys catch the stream. Check out the other channels. Stay safe, all that good stuff. Hopefully you don't run into any of these serial killers. YXL for life. Love y'all and peace. All right, there, chat. Let's go ahead and call that a react session. Tomorrow's gonna be mostly games. After that, there's gonna be more events, Discord events, things like that, other type of shit. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna have an event as well. I appreciate y'all. We got a whole bunch of done. W4 hour. Gonna make sure that I'm getting used to that. And yeah, the rest of the month we're gonna try to be as consistent as possible. Get back on it, and you know, make sure we're uploading on all channels. Let's go ahead and put that outro on. Love y'all, man. Hey, keep striving for y'all goals, man. Get some rest. Make sure y'all join the Reddit. Make sure y'all are following the socials. We're gonna keep going, all right? Love y'all. Have an amazing night. YXL for life. Love y'all.